Immediately I see that it's already 21 o'clock, which is 9 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. I already promised that I was going to start the meeting. Okay. So for those that will be joining us after, if you want to invite your friend, if you want to invite your family, definitely you can still try to invite them and tell them to join us. So that you guys know, the video or this video is being recorded, this meeting rather. So in case of anything, you can still have access to it. But it is better for you to stay till the end because there are some things that I'm going to be dropping and we can interact directly and better that way. All right, so before we continue to the video, the first thing I would like to the meeting rather, the first thing I'd like us to do is to do what to pray. So in Jesus' name, Lord, we thank you for this meeting. We give you all the glory and adoration. We pray that this meeting will be perfect, and we pray that everybody here will gain something valuable that will change their life forever in Jesus' name. For good. Amen. So thank you very much for attending our meetings, and we're going to go straight into it. So firstly, I would like to speak about the fact that um, Russia is not for everybody. So Russia is not for everybody. And in this presentation, I will explain all the things you need to know. Like, so if what we are saying suits you in terms of if all the things that I've explained here suit what you are looking for, your expectations, your requirements that you already have with you, which is your document. If it suits everything you already have, then I can advise you, to go ahead. But if with what we said, the alignment, it does not really align with what you are looking for, I say Russia is not for you. It's a fact. Let us accept that. Let us be at peace with that, that Russia is not for everybody, okay? Russia is for those that can afford it. Russia is for those that have the required documents. And Russia is for those people that have patience to apply to Russia, to study in Russia, like I am doing right now. I am living and I'm studying in Russia. Most of you already know this, right? For those of you that are new, I will introduce myself further, okay? So have to know and you have to be at peace with the fact that Russia is not for everybody. So another thing I want to say is that Russia is working right now in terms of Russia is taking people, international students right now. Nigerians or Africans, please let us not spoil it. Okay? Because I'm going to explain that the reason for that statement in this video also. That's why I say you should stay till the end. Russia is working. Please, Nigerians, Africans, let us not spoil this opportunity that has been given to us. Okay? Another thing I want to talk about is that the last presentation that we did was actually made years ago. So a lot of things have changed. Many of you actually watched the last presentation that we did in 2023, January, okay? So a lot of things have changed. So we have actually, if anybody is trying to reach out to me now, please let us finish the meeting so that I'll give you the number of the right department that you can reach out to, okay? So Russia has changed and it has confused a lot of people. So that is why I want to make this presentation today so that everybody is involved. Everybody knows that this is the process. This is what is going on. This is the struggles and this is the things that they should expect, because you cannot just be applying to a country you don't know. The information that you are having is made or was made in 2023. So that is one of other reasons. I made another video recently, but I feel like a lot of people complain that I didn't put the picture of the presentation. So that is why I want to redo this video, okay? So that everybody have a proper understanding, even a visual understanding of what is going on. So another thing is that recently my WhatsApp had an issue based on the fact that WhatsApp actually, I was trying to log in, it was not going. So if anybody feels like I'm ignoring them, I am not ignoring. We have an active group that every time anybody chats us up, we used to add them to that group, everybody. So in that group, we have admins. So you can reach out to any of the admins. And right now I have a new number that I'm using that is actively working. So you can reach out to my number there. And if you have any, thing that you want to talk about as regarding the application or as regarding whatever it is, we can find a way to mend it out. I'll tell you the appropriate department that you need to speak to in our team so that they can assist you and guide you as promptly and as possibly as much as possible rather, okay? So that's another thing. So another thing I want you guys to notice before we go into this video is that the new law has removed a lot of things and it has added so many things too. Okay, so please, you need to fully concentrate because this presentation that I want to present to you guys have a capacity to change your life. And this is the chance that you have a shot at finally moving abroad. This is not a joke. We have the track record. You are going to hear from this. In this video, you're going to see our our structure, and you will see our testimonials. Okay. So for those that are not new, you guys already know what is going on. Okay. For those that are new, I will show most of you guys some of the things that you would see to understand our credibility. So that new law has changed a lot of things, okay? And every country updates their law every year. But Russia took a long time to actually update their stuff. And when they finally did update it, it just went straight like boom. Like, so everything just changed all of a sudden. So that is why I said I'm going to explain that law to you guys in a very simple way that everybody can understand. Another thing I want you guys to know is that literally, yeah, we had a lot of problems last year, and I'm going to be very transparent and honest about it. Our agency, we've been working since 2020, but that was just a one-man agency, okay? So then it was just me and some other, one or two people working on the ground just by the side to assist with the submission and everything. So most of the job was just on my neck. So, but at the point, in 2024, 2023, we started seeing a massive surge. Like a lot of people were applying daily. It was not even weekly. They were applying daily. Like I was telling you guys that if I told you guys that I was getting about 20 documents in a day, would you even believe me? Like, there are people that have paid like 20 every day. Now imagine in a month. And it was just me and this same underground guys in that 2023. Firstly, it was going well, we were submitting documents, school were, they were reaching out back to us easily. But at the point, the capacity was a lot. Like too many people were submitting this document, so many people were reaching out. So then I was now in charge of submitting documents. I was in charge of if somebody gets to the airport, I need to be the one that will call the airport people that, oh, this guy wants to come into the country, please do this, please do that. I was in charge of logistics. I was in charge of visa, helping people to, go to the embassy to go and make it. I don't guarantee visa. Our company ONAIR does not guarantee visa. Okay. And even when I was working as a loaner back then, we never guaranteed anybody visa that if you are coming to our company, we will give you visa like this. No, visa is still based on your own individual skills and how prepared you are. At the end of it, if you are prepared, you get your visa. That's not an issue at all by God's grace, with the grace of God. Okay. And your preparation, which is the most important. If you are prepared, and I used to tell people, I used to give people clarity sessions. This is how you do it. So we were getting so many massive, like, so many people were coming, like, bro, like, I was sleeping one day and I just heard that we were on the news. Like, Nigerian Punch newspaper posted us, Vanguard posted us, The Guardian posted us, our team. So it was becoming a whole real hassle for me. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, we started to make mistakes. This is a transparent session, so I don't need to hide anything from you guys. Last year, 2 years ago, we now started to make a lot of mistakes. And when I'm saying mistakes, I was talking about mistakes that would have been avoided if we planned very well. But based on the fact that documents kept coming, so we didn't plan with the structure. We were just going, this is new to us. We were also new in the game, like in terms of we've been in this game for 6 years now. But we were also still new then. Our brain was not really developed like the way we should. Like we were seeing it like we will just help the way we can help. Okay. So another point in 2025, this last year, I broke down. Like I finally broke down in terms of I was burned out. I was depressed. My life was on hold. I couldn't go to church anymore. I was not talking to people anymore. It was now as if I have sold my soul to the game of doing this admission of a thing, which shouldn't be like that. So thank God for a lot of you guys that were already with us. So many people from ONAIR. Shout out to you guys, respects to you guys, reached out to me personally to just give me word of encouragement. Some people don't care. They don't care about your mental health. They just believe that when they pay money, you should be a dog. You should back for them whenever they want, which is actually good if you structure that properly, but not in the terms of now you just ignore somebody's mental status because you think that he should back for you all the time. So I was just then my head was everywhere. Like imagine there was a night, there was a week rather. I did not sleep for that week, like that the whole week, 7 days, because of our clients. Guys, we're going to get into the meeting. I just want you guys to understand some of the reasons why we made some of the decisions that we made. Okay, so some of our clients were at Moscow. We had about 15 of them that came to Moscow, 15 students. Now I needed to speak to the immigration all at once for these guys. So then I was talking to the immigration of Sheremetyevo Airport. Hello, this is ONAIR. This is. It is not mandatory that we have to speak to them according to the new law now, but sometimes they can call us like that. So they called us, and I was just hello, hello, hello. I had to get my brother's phone in the other room to also be speaking. This, if I tell my brother this story, we laugh about it because that whole week when our student kept coming and coming and coming, I was just there. So there was no space for me to even breathe anymore. So it now led us to a big decision. It led me to do what? To take a different step. At first, I was going to stop admission. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm even getting emotional right now because it was so difficult for me. Like I thought, let me just stop admission. Let me not do admission anymore. Like let me cancel the admission team, our on-year team. They were reaching out to me constantly. The team as at then, Femike, what is going on? You're not saying anything. I'm like, bro, let's just stop this admission of a team. Nigerians are frustrating us. Imagine you give if I keep going and going, you guys will just, we will just sleep here actually. But when they pay you, they will just start. Some people will even call you and curse you at night. Like they just want to curse you. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? My friend said she's in that I gave you a contact. She said she's in Moscow. They called you, you did not pick. They said your phone is busy. What do you mean busy? Are you not supposed to answer this person? I'm like, bro, she's in Moscow. Okay, at the end of the day, did she go to her city? Yes or no? She went to her city. He said, and what if she did not go to her city? I'm like, bro, but she is in her city. So it became a problem. And because of that, I was just down. So it took me to doing what? I stood up and I said, instead of me stopping admission, number one, a lot of people are genuine people. It's not like everybody is going to treat me that way. A lot of people are still genuine. A lot of people are still nice. A lot of people they still genuinely want to travel. They want to explore opportunities. They've been scammed by different agencies, different teams, different family members, different whatever it is. And seeing us for them is redemption. So what I thought was two things. Number one, we have to redefine and restructure our agency in terms of let us structure the way the people think now. It is because of the people, they don't understand. That is why they are talking that way. If I take my time to sit down, prepare a presentation and explain, that is why I say everybody has to be and listen, because I know that everybody that is here, we are 73 on this call now, all of us have the same goal. And that goal, by God's grace, we are going to achieve it in Jesus' name. All you need to do is just sit down and listen and understand this is what is really going on here. I have an idea now. It works this way. That is what brought us to this. And number two, I did what? I fired most of our staffs. I fired 80 to 90% of the staffs. Hear me out. This was why I fired our staffs. Our staffs were actually mismanaging documents. Most of them were not prompt. Some of them, clients would reach out to them. Before they would reach out to me, client is frustrated. Everybody comes back to blame the head of operations. Okay. So now we've hired a newer team members, a new team, and we have them on board as we speak. And I'm going to be introducing them actually as we go on so that you would know them. And now ONAIR is functioning more of a team, more as a company, more as an entity, an organization, than just resting on the arm of one person that has. I'm a final year medical student in Russia. I'm a final year medical student. If I'm telling you guys that I failed my exam because of this issue, I failed my exams in November because of this. I failed most of my exams. And now I have to rewrite them in January. So you see, it was just difficult for me. Many people didn't even know this. I was at the point of committing suicide. That was how difficult it was for me as a person to say I want to even go and commit suicide because of agency work. Because everybody were just stressing me. What is this? What is that? My friend is in Russia. She said that she called you, you did not pick the call. Somebody is in Saratov. He said that he did not. He's reaching out to his teacher. His teacher is saying that this thing. Somebody even told me he was in Russia in Irkutsk. Imagine, I've done our team. We've done our due diligence. We helped you. We brought you here. Even if we charge you service fees, we tell you or we told you guys before we charge service fees. It's not like we close people's eyes and we say this is our charge. In fact, all our stuffs we're so transparent that we would even call you before you start if you want. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. This is how much we charge to assist you. If you can do it by yourself, you can go ahead. If you can, even we help people by collecting instrumental fees. Nobody does these things. Maybe schools themselves, but no agency will collect instrumental fees because they are scared people will not pay. And after that, I said I was at the point where I failed my exams. I wanted to commit suicide. This is not pertaining to you guys. It's not like you guys caused it for me, right? But it's just something that this is why I'm here again. This is the time. You guys need me and I need to be strong because many of you have reached out. Many of you have what? Genuine intentions. Many of you want to explore these opportunities. And this is the reason why I need to be stronger than before. I didn't want to wear a suit when I was coming to this meeting, but I said I will wear my suit. I was looking for my tie. I couldn't find it. I don't know where I dropped it. But I wanted to wear my tie and sit in front of you and tell you guys that this year, our mission never changed. Last year, we promised to bring more than 5,000 people to Russia. Our team was able to do that number. Glory be to God, irrespective of all the issues that happened. So, of course, it's normal, okay? So, we fired most of the staffs, and now we are working with newer staffs. And I'm going to introduce everybody to you guys. So, another thing is we have a channel, and you should join it. It is very important. Join our channel. It is actually very, very important to join the channel because our channel is a place or a community where you can actually access information firsthand. Most of the groups will be deleted. We are going to be adding everybody. We're going to be sending the links to the channel. So please, if you are interested, join those channels. It is very important because we are deleting the group because of the remodification. We hired newer people, newer members, and the team has changed. So, okay, guys, join the channel so that everything is being communicated to you firsthand. We have new people on board. We have active hands. The people that are on board, they are hungry because they know that when the admission is clicking, when it is working, this time around, they have their own personal things that they can actually make of it based on the fact that most of our team now, they are connecting themselves with universities and reaching out for some personal incentives and all of that, okay? So you should know that it is benefiting you and it is also benefiting them. I will not sit down on this chair and tell you that all the team members don't have a benefit. So they want to help you. So if you're interested, if you're a new member here, or you are already somebody that's been with us for a while and you are still interested in joining our platform, no problem. Our team is very much ready now to assist you, okay, for this journey. So, guys, we are going to go into the meeting today. I already spent most of the time explaining our struggles. So I know that most of it, because a lot of people are going to watch this video in the future, everybody that is watching it should also see the struggle behind what we are doing, so that it doesn't look like, oh, you guys are just always smiling. You guys also know that this is our issues, this is our stress. But one thing I want to say before I enter into the meeting is that with patience, with prayers, and with what? Trusting the process, everything is fine. With patience, prayers, trusting the process, everything is fine. You just need to be very patient, very prayerful, and trust the process. We ourselves cannot give you admission. We can't. Who are we to give you admission? We are not an institution, but we can assist you to facilitate it. Our team can assist you in facilitating that. Okay? So patience is very much required. Trust in the process is very much required. And what again? Prayers is very much required. All right, so let's go into the meeting for today. So basically, let me share my screen. Okay. Share my screen. I'll try to be as fast as possible because we have to make sure that everything is fast. So, firstly, we'll go to this part. Guys, if you can see my screen, can you please write it in the comment section or in the message section that you guys can see my screen? If you can see my screen, please write it in the comment section or in the message section that you can see my screen. Or you can drop some reactions or whatever it is to just show, please. We require that. Okay, I see the reactions then. Good. Okay, good. All right. Thank you very much for seeing my screen. I appreciate. All right. So, firstly, this is our travel guide to Russia. This is a presentation that was done in 2026. And all important links that is shown in this presentation will be given to you at the end of this video. Okay? So, stay to the end of this video. That is your way of paying us, with your attention. So, and that is another way for you to understand what is really going on. So, also for those of you that want this presentation at the end of the meeting, we will give it to you so that you have it, so that you can, maybe read it on your own, send it to your friends. Also, maybe you don't get something, you can already clarify. So, anyways, this is presented by me, Femi K, and this is our group. I'm actually going to start with our introduction. So, firstly, what is our mission here today? Our mission here today, my name is Femi K, and I'm the head of operations. Oh, I really don't like when these things happen. This thing of, let me see if I can undo it. Good. Good. So, my name is Femi K, and I'm the head of operations and senior travel guide at ONAIR Travels. So, ONAIR have helped thousands of students all over the world gain admission to different universities in Russia in a span of 6 years and still counting. I already spoke about this before, okay? So now the team is here to help you too. So let us get into it. So the team is here to help you guys. So we are going to get into it by doing what? Introducing the team. So let us meet with the team. So firstly, I already spoke about this. So recently we had to fire multiple staffs due to mismanagement of documents and other very unprofessional qualities. The qualities that they possessed was so bad that it led me to taking such a drastic action to protect on-air company, to protect the trust, the transparency that people have in this company, okay? So at this time around, I took time to unpick me, and the team that were available on board. We took time to unpick the best of the best and the most qualified staff that fit our goals and purpose. That is one of the reasons why we were not really active for a while. Though we were there, people were reaching out, we were answering them, but it was just our older clients, the ones that have started with us. We were not taking new clients for a while, for about 2-3 months, for those of you that were not, suspicious of that. So we were looking for a better team that could handle these people so that we don't have too much volume and drop out. For me, it is not about the money, to be very honest with you guys. Money is a thing, right? But still, it is more of the efficiency, because if we keep fucking up or we keep doing something bad, at the end of the day, it's not like we are doing anything bad though, or anything that is bad. But if we start to do something bad or fuck up in terms of documents, we are not handling them well, it will give us a bad reputation. People will see us in a different light. So that is why I am trying to make sure that for our team, that is actually not going to be the case. All right. So this time around, I already said it, I've picked the best of the best so that, we are going to help our clients and make everyone have a value of what they are paying for. So let us introduce the team. So in the team, we actually have Bukola. So Bukola is the assistant head of operations and head of our staffs. She's in charge of all admission inquiries, keeping students informed, and settling any disputes or issues our client may have. She has been working with ONAIR for over 3 years. Many of you know Bukola that have been working with us, some of our clients. I know some of our clients are still here that are waiting for their invitation letter or something, or their visas. And you guys know Bukola. She's a very, very active part. Luckily for her, she kept the group together, and she was even the one in charge of most of the firing because she didn't like some of the ways these people were working. So she's working with our company, which is ONAIR, for over 3 years, and she's really experienced at what she does. So what she does is she's going to keep students informed, settle any dispute or issues our clients may have. So if you have issues with your document, if you have issues with something, maybe school is reaching out to us to tell you something, she's going to be in charge of most of those things. Second person I was going to tell her to talk, but I don't really have much time to do all of those introduction. But most of you already know her. And at the end of this meeting, we are going to drop the numbers of all our, our helplines. She's going to drop that in the message section, and you guys can copy it and reach out to us, our team, ONAIR as a team. This time around, we are not functioning as one person. We're not functioning as two people. We are functioning as a full loaded team. Number 2 is Tayo. We have Tayo, she's the customer support representative. She answers all questions regarding your process, and she gives you up-to-date information regarding your process. If you want to ask any questions, she's the go-to person. Tayo is skilled and experienced in this field, and she's been working with us for 2 years now. So people also know Tayo. She's the one that used to come to the group every morning and say, if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to know, if you have any issues with anything, reach out to us. We can help you. Okay? She's very active and she's very ready to help. She's very skilled and she's very experienced in her job, and she's been working with us for 2 years. So she's part of the staffs that we retained that were working with us before, because she was so good that I could not just me and the team could not just push her out of there. So if I say it is not me, it is ONAIR, because we have a team, okay? So, but I'm talking about myself, because she's also good in my eyes, okay? So the next set of people that we have now, we have Ade. Ade is in charge of our admissions and follow-ups with different universities in Russia. Many of you will still meet Ade in the process. Ade is somebody that studies in Russia. He has a permanent residence and is really doing well for himself. He recently joined ONAIR team and has been able to help with over 200 plus applications to different cities in Russia and different universities. He is very skilled. He's good at what he does. He's part of our admission and follow-up team. So now it's not going to be just Femike, Bukola again. It's going to be ONAIR as a proper team. All right. So we also have Rotimi. Rotimi is the team in-house lawyer. We already have an in-house lawyer now that is responsible for preparing our contracts now, resolving any legal disputes the team faces. He's very smart and he helps each client as much as possible. He also helps with settling client issues and make sure each client smiles anytime they work with the ONAIR team. Rotimi recently joined us and is proven to be a very experienced and important part of the ONAIR team. So Rotimi is our lawyer. So sometimes we can have issues with the school because ONAIR is not an official partner of any university. So sometimes we can have issues with the university here, where the universities are the ones delaying us. And most of the times the client thinks the other way around, that it is just us. What is my gain? Or what is ONAIR's gain if we delay you? Here you are paying for what you are getting. Our reputation is also on the line. This is what we are doing to show that we are actively helping. We've helped thousands of people doing this admission of a thing. And we focus solely on Russia because that is what we know. That is where we know. That is where most of us are. So if we wanted to just come for your money, we can do other countries. I'm not saying that we will not introduce other countries in the future, but not without proper investigation, or not without one of us, one of the team members, going to that country personally to do what? To check. I've been introduced many times to different companies, different countries that tells me, Femike, just bring the student. But why would I do that when I don't even know about this country? So I take you to one country, or our agency takes you to one country, or Bukola tells you go to one country, or Adi is like you are going to one country, or Tayo is like you are going to one country. How do you feel? You don't even, that means you won't even trust our team anymore. You wouldn't even be happy with us. So we have Jay. Jay, we call him the visa guy, and he's in charge of visa related activities. He's a third party actually, but he's very trusted and the most recommended. He has helped oversee multiple ONAIR members with their visa processes. Many of you that are here that have gotten your visa, I've seen like 2-3 of you. There's Dean, there's Akola Wale. I'm going to still talk to you guys in the meeting, so please stay on board. And there's Kesta. So he was in charge of most of you guys' document, and many of you here that are going to be our future clients would meet with Jay, all right? If you choose his part. So we are going to give you options. So by that time, you already know what I'm talking about. So he has helped oversee multiple ONAIR members with their visa processes. He's very kind and he's transparent, and that's why we recommend him always. He's a very transparent guy. He will tell you, Femike, me, I don't like this person that you sent to me. Oh, this guy is doing like this. I told him to do this, he did not do it, then I'll call the client. Okay. I can tell Tayo, call the client. I can tell Bukola, call the client. I can tell Emmanuel, call the client. So the clients can be called by any of our team to just tell them that, bro, the way you are acting, please try to, come to a resolution and understanding with Jay so that you guys can work better together, okay? So another person we have is Easy. Easy is also in charge of our admissions, follow-ups. He also has a permanent residence. He has been working with us for almost 3 years now. He's also one of our very active guys. We have Christian. Christian is in charge of our admissions, preparing documents, translation of documents required. When I said required, I said translation of documents required, if it is required, okay? So he's in charge of that. He's very skilled and fast. He delivers very quickly without wasting time. We also have Emmanuel. Emmanuel is in charge of onboarding students and reviewing documents to see if you are compatible or not. His favorite word is On air is not for everyone. But is it lying? Of course not. We can't take everyone. We can only take those that are serious and ready to submit the right document. So we also have Mr. Shegun. Mr. Shegun is a third-party staff responsible for helping our prestigious on-air clients book their flights from Nigeria to Moscow. So he helps to navigate airport rules, help the student to board, and is very good at what he does. So if there's some Mauritania, sometimes there are some airlines like Egypt and some other ones, I don't know, they don't allow you to carry things like palm oil in your bag when you are coming to Russia. Mr. Shegun can assist you with that. It will help you to sneak it. There's a way they do it. I think you have to put it in the freezer so that it gets iced. Then they put it in your bag. So it will assist you with that. It doesn't have an issue. But he's a third-party staff, and we are very we trust what he does. Till he proves us otherwise. And I know he's not going to do that, because if he starts any nonsense, we will we will get another better booking company. We have a lot of them. It's just one of the ones that we really trust. So we also have Natalie. She's also a third-party staff that assists clients that are already in Russia. So she assists people with securing their residence permits here in Russia. Our work is actually optional. It's for those who are considering to stay in Russia like for a very long time. And she has helped hundreds of on-air members. In fact, hundreds is an understatement. She has helped more than 100 of people to get their residence permits. And she said this year she wants to help even more people. It is her word, not mine. Anyways, we also have Melody. Melody studies and lives in Russia. He runs a third-party exchange company that is in charge of helping students pay tuitions as fast as possible, and also help students request refund in cases where it is needed. So he runs the exchange, and he also helps people to book flights from Moscow to their respective cities. So you can see that we have a whole load of people on the team. From Nigeria to your city, we have a platform. We have the way you're going to get there, okay? So we also have other staffs responsible for other in-house services. But sorry, guys. But these are the staffs most of you will be talking to as you begin your process. So our third-party staffs are very trusted and recommended by us, and they may charge fees to assist you. But the service you want them to render for you, to assist you with the service you want them to render for you, depending on the weight of the service. When I say the weight of the service, it depends. So if you are trying to pay your school fees, or you are trying to book a flight or something, they can assist you. They can charge you to assist you. But we are going to let you know of all of these things by our recommendations, okay? And based on the fact that we recommend them a large amount of clients every year, they actually are very subtle with us. They don't really, they give us discounts for our clients. So if you reach out there, you say you are from ONAIR, the team itself, they would assist you as much as possible, because they know that we don't joke with our clients. It's very true. That is our mandate all the years, irrespective of the time that we even had problems. So before we continue, let me just quickly ask another question. Please, guys, can you see my screen? Can you guys hear me? If there's any, you guys can drop some reactions so that I know. If you guys can drop some reactions, it would be really nice. All right, thank you very much for the reactions. So back to the meeting. So the next thing we're going to talk about is I'm coming, guys. Done on the presentation. Okay, so another thing we're going to talk about is accommodation in Russia, okay? Accommodation in Russia. So this one is one of the most asked questions I get every time people consult me. So the truth is that compared to other parts of the world, accommodation is very cheap in Russia. So especially the university hostels, okay? So when it comes to accommodation in the university hostels, they are really cheap. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. Russia actually, sorry guys. I'm sorry, can you guys hear me? I think it's actually timed out. Okay, you guys can hear me. Perfect. So let me stop sharing for now, and I'll arrange it again back. Good. Good. All right. So please, guys, just stay with me. We are going to finish this very soon. Perfect. All right. Back to the meeting. Back to the meeting. The devil said it wants to prevail, but God said you are a liar. These people will finish their meeting. So back to the accommodation part. This accommodation is that the truth is that compared to other parts of the world, accommodation is very cheap in Russia. This is not something that our team just made up out of nowhere, or it's something that we are trying to push out as a narrative. You can go online. Though I used to tell people that what you see online, you have to be very careful because the online world is very dangerous. It's very delicate. People just come there and they voice their opinions without in Russia they call it proverka. So proverka means without checks, without any guarantee, without any scrutiny. They don't check it. They just post based on their mind, based on what has happened to them or their friends. So it's better for you to, even if you want us to assist you with providing you reputable links that you can look through for different things. Though I already provided some of them in this thing, so you don't need to be worried about that. But even in the future, if you need a reputable link as part and information that you need, you can always reach out to our on-air team. You can reach out to either Bukola or you can reach out to Tayo. And if any of our team member changes, we are going to make sure that we update you guys on that. That is why I told you guys to join our channels so that you are informed every time. Okay. And for those of you that will be watching this randomly on YouTube, you know, or those of you that will just watch it for the first time, make sure you reach out to our team, any of the numbers that we are above, to provide you with what the link to the channel so that you can join and you can be a part of our beautiful large community. I think right now we have about 400 people in the community now, which is 400 beautiful on-air Nigerians from all around the world. Okay, so please be a part of our beautiful family. So now, this is how some of the stuff look like. And the university hostels here are very affordable and they are ranging from around 1,000 rubles to 5,000 rubles in dollar. Sorry, guys, let me check if somebody is trying to reach out to me for. Okay, good. So they are very affordable and they're ranging from 1,000 rubles to 5,000 rubles. In dollar, that's like $12 to $62. You guys should bear or understand with me or understand me when I tell you that that is actually a very, very small amount of money. When you say $12 to $62 is actually very, very, it's very, very affordable for a university hostel because our team, we've done the research, we've checked many universities around the world, we've checked many schools, many, many countries, and trust me, Russia is one of actually the cheapest. I think Russia is cheap, Belarus is cheap, and we also saw that in Lithuania, there are some cheap options and all of that. So, but the other places, they are very expensive, okay? So this is how some of the hostels look like. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that this is exactly, I'm having an issue with this, my presentation, but God will do it. The devil will not prevail. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that this is how everything actually looks like. This is like, firstly, now, if you see this one, you see that this is a room and somebody, two people can stay here. You will see here that this is a kitchen. And this is actually a practical representation of some of my clients, our clients at ONAIR, right? We reached out to them. I told the team to reach out to them and some of them sent their hostels. I'm not going to lie to you, there are still some people that sent their hostels and it was not even making the cutoff mark. And that is because of the way they arranged their rooms, okay? And some of the infrastructure in some of these people hostels, some of the guys that we actually reached out to also, some of them also had some like very old infrastructures. So I just picked out, I told the team to pick out the best that they could offer, and also pick out some of the ones that are just randomly average. So for me, I think this actually is very average. And these ones are actually very average. And these are some of the hostels in Moscow, some in St. Petersburg, some in Yekaterinburg, some in Novosibirsk, some in Nizhny Novgorod, okay? And this is actually a representation of a girl and another girl in the kitchen. But me, myself, I already made a link that I'm going to show you guys, actionable, schools, their hostels, that I'll quickly show you guys now so that you can quickly see it. Okay, so let's quickly go to Chrome. So in Chrome now, we have a university here called UFU. So this UFU is called Ural Federal University. Guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, okay? So in this university here, they have what we call accommodation. And the accommodation is actually from, can you see now, 2,500 to, I don't know, to 11,500, okay? And I told you guys that you can get it from 1,000. So they said new campus fee. Can you see that this is a new place? So, and it ranges from 2,500. And I don't know why, as a new student, why you are going to an 11,500 rubles place. But still, I'm not here to judge anybody. If you have the funds, or you find yourself a job and you are working and you are getting those funds and you want to spend it on accommodation so that you are comfortable, that is not a problem. Okay. So these are the hostels. This is how they actually look like. But I don't know. Let me see if I click on there, maybe they can show me. So this is like, for example, the 8 student dormitory. So let's see if they will show. Okay, good. So UFO showed their dormitories. I don't know why it's okay, good. So this is it. This is how they look like. It's just taking time to load. So let me look for a room there, for example. Okay, so this is a room. I'm showing you guys actionable, like real ones on the internet, so that you are not like Femike just brought out pictures from his clients and he didn't show us the one from the schools that are in Russia. So this is some of the schools in Russia, and this is how they look like. You can check this later. The link is going to be attached, okay? I don't want to waste too much time. So this is another school in Tumen. So this one is in Tumen. Can you see, guys? This is how their hostels look like. Can you see? For some of them, they call it Koiko Mester. This is how some look like in their schools. And you be sure that these schools have very cheap hostel fees. And this is not all the all the hostels, of course. There are still a lot of them that have not loaded. So that's why I said I'll give you the link so that we don't judge. This year, we're not going to be judging any book by its cover or anything. Even if we see the most beautiful place, if there is a link to still check further, why not? Because you may not be assigned to that beautiful place, but your friend is assigned to the beautiful place. So your friend will post and you'll be in your this thing. But for me, I don't think when it comes to accommodation, beauty is the standard. Okay. But there are some people that are, they are our upcoming pillar and they are very young and strong. Abi, how did they used to call it? So they look healthy and strong. So they want to show that they are I'm coming, guys. Done. Let's come back to the meeting. So they want to show that they are there. So I don't blame them. I don't know why this thing is taking so long to load. Maybe I should not just leave for now. So that is it. So they're actually very affordable and anyone can basically live in these student hostels. They consist of about 2 to 3 people. Sometimes you can even be alone in the hostel under several conditions. So for example, you've not been assigned to a roommate yet, you can be alone. Number 2, you are sick and isolated to stay alone. Maybe you are sick, maybe you have like a problem with your organism, your body, and they're like, oh, you've gone to the hospital and the hospital now put you on quarantine. They can quarantine you in your hostel, so you'll be alone in the hostel. You can also pay to live alone. But the truth is that not all university offers these opportunities, okay? There are some universities that offer this, and there are some that actually does not offer. I was supposed to show you guys one more link, which is university in Ikut, but I couldn't show you guys because they offer that opportunity. So I couldn't show you guys because now leaving and coming back, I'm even scared. So, but it is there. So another thing is that number 4, you somehow cajole your hostel commandant to leave you in the room alone. It is very rare, but it actually works. So, but the truth is that not everyone can live in a school hostel setting. At a point, you will want to have your own space or privacy, and there are other options you can consider. So, you can consider the shared apartment option or the apartment option. This one, I would have really loved to go deep into it, like to tell you how the shared apartments are like and the apartment, but the time that I have is very short. I have just to be with you guys for another maybe 30 to 40 minutes. So I need to be very fast. But still, I'm not going to be hiding information from you guys. So that is why you can always come back for this link. But the truth is that yes, there's an option for a shared apartment and there's an option for an apartment. And I'll just brief you guys on it. So what is a shared apartment? A shared apartment is an apartment that you rent with other people, okay? So for example, now, maybe there's a 3-bedroom flat. So this 3-bedroom flat, now you now rent 1 bedroom out of this 3-bedroom flat, okay? You see now that 2 other people will be living in the remaining 2 rooms, but you will have your own 1 room in that 3-bedroom flat. Why an apartment option, which is a full apartment, is just you living in that apartment, okay? Or just only you. Whether it's a 3-bedroom apartment or a 4-bedroom apartment, you rent it for yourself and only you can live there. So you can already see that the shared apartment option is cheaper than the full apartment option, depending on the location, depending on whatever it is. But most of the times, 90% of the times, the shared apartment are always cheaper. So, and I used to tell people that when you get here, our team would even tell you, because we are not an housing agency, okay, but we can give you guide, we can give you advice. So what we tell you is that if you know, because we had a student that came in recently, and he said he didn't really like to stay in the hostel because of the noise that he was getting from his roommate. And the next thing he did was he went to go and get himself a shared apartment. So it's not difficult, it's not a big problem. It just depends on the city that you are, it depends on your own financial capabilities, and it depends on how quick you are able to guarantee yourself seeking in the job seeking game. Okay. So it just depends on your own movement. And at the end of the day, everything will be fine. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the tuition fee in Russia. So this is a very important aspect of your application because, of course, you need to know how much you are spending every year. So in as much as Russia is one of the cheapest countries in the world to study, in fact, for me, Russia is the cheapest. I'm not going to lie. That is for me, though. That's why I put it into bracket for me. Yeah. So there are still many factors that can decide how much tuition you are going to be paying to study in Russia annually. In Russia, the school is dependent on a lot of factors. Guys, Russia offers a very cheap, affordable, let me not even say cheap, let me say a very affordable tuition system. And they even allow you guys to pay it on installments. Okay. So that's one thing I love about Russia. Like you can even break these fees down and pay it instrumentally. So um the program, okay, so the school fees is dependent on a lot of factors. For example, the program type you are doing, if you are doing a full-time or a part-time program, of course, somebody that is doing a full-time program is not going to be paying the same amount of money that somebody that is just doing part-time. So the course you are studying, the city you are doing the course, the university you are doing this course, the degree type, bachelor's or master's or PhD. So the cheapest universities are typically the regional state universities outside Moscow and St. Petersburg. The cheapest universities are typically the regional state universities that are outside Moscow and St. Petersburg. So many are very reputable and they also have lower living costs. So why is that? Why is it like that? And that is because they are not in Moscow and they are not in St. Petersburg. That's the happening city. I'm going to compare it to Lagos and Abuja. So Moscow is like Lagos, St. Petersburg is like Abuja. You know, they are the happening city, but you're not going to lie and tell me that they are still not other decent cities in Nigeria. We still have Ogun State. We still have Port Harcourt. We have Ondo State, we have Jos, we have beautiful other cities that are still the happening cities, but they are not as loud as the Moscow and the St. Petersburg, which is the Lagos and Abuja. That is what I can compare them to for those of the Nigerians that are here. In Ghana, I can say Accra and Legion. In Uganda, I can say Kampala and I don't know any other city there I can say, but Kampala is like the happening city because it's the capital city, right? So that is another thing I can talk about when it comes to that. So for these tuition fees, it depends on a lot of factors. So I can't give you guys a precise amount, though I will give you an average based on our research. So it usually ranges around $1,000 to $5,000. That is just an average, okay? And it can even be way cheaper or even more expensive. But this is an average. I'm giving you guys a yardstick to what you want to do. So, and it usually used to range around that, and it can be way cheaper. So a student that came through my agency got here, and he came through our agency on here. It's part of our team, like that came to our through our team rather. He came and he's paying $800 for a part-time program. So if he was in full-time, maybe we'll be paying more than that. Maybe we'll be paying 1,500 or 1,800 or even 2,000 or even 3,000, depending on the course. Okay. So you can see that this course, they actually vary. But one thing about Russia, like I already said, is the installment payment. So meaning that you can actually pay it instrumentally. You can pay depending on your contract with your university. Because recently some people came and the next thing they did was Femike promised us that we can pay instrumentally. And apparently their school changed the law that they should not pay instrumentally. They can only pay once at that time. So in as much as through a lot of begging, a lot of everything, Russia schools are not strict. Okay. They are they are still humans, right? But the reasons for their changes in law is depending on a lot of factors. Maybe, for example, some clients they take the for granted the rules. I know this is not like Nigeria. This place is more of, if you take something for granted, we will not just give you anymore, and it will affect those of your offsprings that are coming after you. So it became a problem for that guy and those people there. So we had to reach out to the lawyer. That was why I told you that he was active when he came to help us to reach out to them, according to the team, to reach out to the university. The university did their best, and at the end of the day, they offered him a 4-way payment. And he was able to meet up with that. Okay. So, it all depends on your contract with them. But most of the universities that we've seen, most of the universities that our clients, our on-air clients, our on-air members, our guys are going to, they can allow them pay this money, in bits, bit by bit, because that is the most important thing. I used to tell people that if I had known that I could pay fees bit by bit like the way I'm paying now, I'm a medical student here in Russia and I also pay my school fees bit by bit. It's not like I have all the money in the world to just drop it. Even if I have all the money to drop it all at once, there are other investments that I might want to do. There's apartments there, there's family, there's this one, there's food feeding, so I feel like breaking it into bits, it was actually very easy for me to plan myself, with which I even still told most of you that when I was in my third year, I already paid my fourth year, fifth year, and sixth year fees by myself already, like the old for the 3 years, because I was able to get a job that was giving me that amount of money that I needed at that time. Okay, so another thing is that some schools can ask you to pay some part of your tuition before coming to Russia. So it can be 30%, 50%, or even 100%, depending on the university rules and regulations. All you need to do is that you should be careful and understand that this university are trying to help you. And on the other hand, some universities can even tell you that you should not even pay a single dime before coming to Russia. So it all depends on the university. But my advice is that whatever the university decides for you to do, try to do it. If they say they want you to pay 30%, try to pay it, because, at the end of the day, this can raise your chances at the embassy. There's no single guide to the embassy. If somebody is going to guide you guys to the embassy in this 2026, I think I'll be the best person that can do that. Our team would be the best that can do that, because we've had the experience of 6 years. But it's not like there's a past question that we read to ascertain this. What we do is we look at our client that has worked with ONAIR, we ask them questions, and we use it to do what? To create a path. So the visa success is high for our agency, because we take it like a statistics thing. We read the information our students send to us, and we use it. The team themselves, they come up with what? We send it to Jay, which is the third-party visa guy, to use it to also assist him. Though he's a third-party guy, but he's still a part of our team, making him somebody that we know that we can trust, because we have to give him those information, okay? So when the school tells you 30%, 40% sometimes to pay, even if they tell you to pay 100%, I used to advise the client, personally, as the head of operations myself, that try to pay these fees, because it will just give you a very big edge at the embassy. Imagine you are going to the embassy and you've already paid 100% of your fees. And imagine, on the other hand, you are going to the embassy, you did not pay any school fees at all, but your university was the one that told you not to pay. You can see that you will go there with peace of mind. My university does not require me to pay school fees, and they can call and confirm. The university say, yes, we are the one that told Mr. Adeleke not to come with school fees, not to pay school fees, rather, that when he gets here, on arrival, he can pay his school fees. So all of these things are actually very possible. So, but one thing is for sure, each school have their refund policy, and they used to put it in their contract. So in case of anything, we don't know. We're not God. We don't guide anything. There's always a refund policy for each school here in Russia. Okay, and this policy is also depending on them, their requirements, their criteria, their deadlines, how long it will take for you to get it. It is all dependent on the university. So anytime you get a contract from the university, try to understand the contract. Though most of them are written in Russian, but you can always reach out to any member of our team that you feel like is responsible for communication or is responsible for clients support, to assist you with translating these documents. In fact, we are going to try our best to translate it to English from the board. We used to try our best not to do that in the beginning, so that the document will be in the original form, so that it's not look like we tampered with any document or anything. We are just an agency. We are just supporting you. We are guiding you through this process. We are not the school. We are not the embassy. We are not the immigration policy. We are not setting anything. We are not the embassy. We are not even an employment agency. We just assist as an admission agency to guide you, to support you in our own little way. And at the end of the day, you can come here and you know that, or you can start your process rather, come here and you know that somebody is supporting you, in the process. So another thing I want to talk about is the language. So a lot of people used to talk about this language thing. So I'll talk about this one from my own personal experience. I wasn't really serious, but because of my course, which is medicine, it was taught in English. So when I came here, I came for the language program, literally. But I was not serious, because then I knew that my course was going to be taught to me in English. So I did not take the language course so seriously. So then my Russian actually was in its bare minimum. So you must be asking yourself now that how does Femike communicate with locals? Well, it was simple then. So how does Femike, because I live here, most of our team members, they also live here. So how does these guys, or how do these guys communicate? Right now, it is better. I'm not going to say that it was like last 2 years ago because bro, last 2 years was really bad. My Russian was not even really good, but now it's it's better. Even some of you that watch our videos on YouTube, um, you will see that I even try to speak Russian. I try to talk to the locals and communicate with them very well, which is normal. After spending 6 years in a country and I don't know their language, what's going on, bro? So how do we communicate as at that time? What we do is basically it is simple. You will understand basic Russian. That's why I used to tell people that the language, when you come here, I'll still talk about it. So you can also use translators and you can translate your way to success, okay? So you can use Yandex Translate, you can use Google Translate. These translators are very much online for your usage. So another thing I want to talk about is the course of study. All right? Course of study. So the course of study literally is coming here to study is easy. And there are two ways to go about it according to your choice. So you can either choose to come to study directly, like you are coming for your program directly, whether it's your PhD, whether it's your BSc, whether it's your MSc, you want to come and do it directly, okay? Or you can do a language program. Then after the program, you apply to the course of your choice. So you can choose any of these parts, whether you want to come and do directly your BSc, your MSc, or you do the language program first. Then after the program, you apply to the course of your choice. All right. So now you guys are asking, what is this language program? So this language program, the language program is one of the easiest parts to studying in Russia. So before you quote me and say that Femike has given me or ONAIR team has given us something to hold on to, before that, let me explain it to you, okay? So before I continue, I want you to know that I also came to Russia through the language program part. And I am I am in a very honest position to tell you about it. So it is left for you to decide. That is what I want you guys to know. I myself, I came here through that language program. I've been here for 6 years now, and I am in the best shoes to give you. In fact, some of our team members did not come through the language program, and they still tell me they regret it. They really did regret it because that language program, I'm going to explain it to you guys. Don't worry. All right. So the first thing is that, firstly, what is the language program about? In Russian, it is called the Подготовительный курс. So this Подготовительный курс, or whatever it is, it's actually very hard to pronounce. It's like Подготовительный курс. But if you say it too long, like that, Подготовительный курс, okay. So it's like, I don't know. But it's basically a program that teaches you Russian language and how to navigate the culture here in Russia. So why is this program important? Why should you consider it? I'll give you reasons. So number one, it is a good part to actually getting a visa. So I'm not saying it is a guaranteed part. Don't get me wrong. No one guarantees you visa. Not even ONAIR Travels. Nobody can guarantee you visa. Even your university cannot guarantee you visa. Who guarantees you visa is the embassy. The embassy are strictly the ones that decide whether you get the visa or not. But this thing is that you don't have to be scared about it. Oh, hey, it's only the embassy. Yeah. No. If you have the rights, like I said before, you don't need to be scared of the embassy. The embassy is also a body. The way the university is there and they accepted you, for a university to accept you, so why should you have a problem with the embassy in the first place? Okay? So there are some reasons why people used to have problems, and I'll still try my best to explain that. I'm trying my best to be as fast as possible, okay? We have about 30 minutes on this call now. Okay, so, but the truth is that there are some parts with higher chances compared to others. So when a Russian man in the embassy asks you what you want to go to Russia to do, and you are like, you want to study the language, it actually gives them some kind of excitement. For example, now, you are going to another man's land to learn their language, they would have this kind of comfort in their mind that at least when you are going there, you are going to learn the culture of the people, the language, you understand the place before you jump into some people just come, they just jump into their BSc, they just jump to their MScs, they have problems at the end of the day. I'm not saying that it happens often, right? But at the end of the day, it's not easy like that. Just you now need to communicate with the locals. You need to go to the grocery store, but you don't know even what to do. So I used to tell people, why don't you just come through the language program? That is a very easy way for you to just come in And it's a it's a much easier part for you when it comes to getting the visa, because they know that this guy is just going for the language. He wants to go and study. So let him go. At least we are provided that the school, because the language program is like they are taking care of you. The school is like you're like their baby, So they will give you a lot of guidance, they'll give you a lot of whatever it is as a data, depending on the university. Okay. So, and they don't need to be worried too much about your adaptation, because at least they know that the language adaptation, if you at least know their language, it's the adaptation of their country becomes easier. At least you know the language now. There's no stronger problem than not knowing the language of somebody or a country that you are going to. And I used to tell people this thing a lot. When you go to a country, the first thing you should do is try to understand the language of the people there, if it is not an English-speaking country, okay? Even if it is an American country, the American country you're going to, rather, try to understand their accent, what's up, mate, all those kind of things, so that you can communicate with the people. You feel as if you're part of the people. Adaptation becomes easier, all right? So this is just my own advice, okay? So another thing is that there is a brutal financial advantage. This language program can save you money. I'm not going to talk about it too much here because of time, but what I can tell you is that I have multiple videos that I've made on YouTube. In the links, I would also share those videos. So for those people that wait till the end are the only ones that I'm going to be giving the link, the access to the link. Even for those that are going to watch this on YouTube safe, I'm not going to be giving the access to the link directly, okay? So you have to pass through our team firstly, but this one directly you get the link, okay? So it's a much more better approach. And I have my reason for doing that, so that people have up-to-date information with them all the time. So you can save a lot of money by doing this part, or by taking this route. And it's because of the fact that with the language, it's cheaper compared to you just directly coming. So from there, you can do this and save some money. I don't want to go too much into that. Another thing is networking and communication. So you can actually network with people. You can, studying the language will easily help you to meet a lot of people with similar targets. You'll be able to find someone that you can practice together, and even meet people from different parts of the world. So for example, in my language days, I met my roommate there, and he was an Indian. And still up till today, me and him, we still have a very good relationship. Okay. So, it's something that I used to tell people, that when you are actually in the language program, you will meet a lot of people from around the world. So you can easily communicate, and bond with them actually. Another thing is documentation. So in Russia, you go through a lot of documentation, and you need a lot of documents. So having that language program certificate can easily help you to make your point. So for example, it's like some countries, when you apply to them for admission, they know you can speak English, but yet they will still ask you for proof of English language certificates, TOEFL, IELTS, TESOL certification, and all of that. So it's the same thing here. Some companies may still ask you for your language documents, even if you are still speaking like a Russian man, or you are speaking like a Russian woman, even if you speak like a Russian babushka or a Russian grandfather. They don't really care. They just want to still ask you, just to know that this guy has that certificate. So I used to tell people that try to get that language certificate, okay? So it's not an advice. It's not something that you must do. It's just, if you want to do it, you can do it. It's all your choice, okay? So cost of living. So guys, trust me, this one really differs per person. So it's depending on your lifestyle. But I actually have an app that can help you calculate that. So you can go to numbeo.com and compare Russia to Nigeria and see the prices of things compared to how they are in Nigeria. So the link will actually be in the file that I promised in the end. I was going to go there now to show you guys numbeo.com. It's actually, I've showed you guys many times, even in the Zoom meetings that we had before on our YouTube. If you go to our YouTube now, I'm going to also put the link here, so you can check about cost of living in Russia. It is very, very affordable. Russia is very affordable. You don't, I'm a Nigerian man. And if I tell you that a place is affordable for me, as based on my standard of living, as much as I live life and I love to enjoy myself, I like to buy a lot of good things for myself, to buy clothes, at least to wear good clothes, to buy specs, to eat good. And I'm still telling you that it is affordable for me. You should know that, of course. It is actually not just me saying this. It is actually coming from my own experience, okay? So like I said, it's dependent on your lifestyle. You can survive on a very low amount daily. It's still the same way it is all around the world. If you are a heavy spender, it does not matter whether you are in Dubai, whether you are in Monaco, whether you are even in Cotonou, or you are in Benin Republic, which is the same as Cotonou, or you're in Ghana. If you are a heavy spender, nothing stop that. I tell people that in Lagos, there are some people that live on 2,000 naira daily or 1,000 naira daily or even 500 naira daily. And there are still some people there that live on 200,000 naira daily, 500,000 naira daily. Can you see that? It just depends. It's the difference is what is on the person. The higher you spend, the more your lifestyle is. So I tell people that generally Russia is very cheap, is affordable, based on my experience. Okay, our team too we've done our research. That's why I told you that we are going to submit a link. So you check the links, you see the cost of livings, you compare them if you actually want to, and you can use that one to make your own decisions and see how things go. Actually, you can even see that we have our link here, select to access link, which is numbio.com, and the YouTube videos that actually spoke very, very in depth about these topics, okay? Because we like to give our students the most important information so that they are not misled or misguided by anybody, okay? So now to the most important part of this video, which is jobs and skills. So before we go into that, let me go back to the meeting. I'm risking it now to see. Now, guys, did you see my screen? Can you guys drop some reactions? I'm back here just for me to know that you guys are with me. I see about 72 people. It shows that at least we have traffic. Good. Thank you very much. Sorry, guys. So back to my video. So firstly, I would like to check if we have. Do we have? Let's see. Do we have Prince in the building? Prince, if you're in the building, can you drop a reaction? Or car for Prince? Is Okafo Prince available? You can just drop a reaction so we can bring you on board. Okafo Prince, are you here? Okay, I think Okafo Prince is not in the building because I'm trying to unmute him now. Sorry, guys. Please, let's be fast so that we can. So before you guys might be confused who Okafo Prince is, he's actually a student that came through our agency in 2022 or 2023, I guess. 2023, yeah. 2023, towards the end of 2023, early 2024, actually. So, and he studies here. He's a model. He's doing well.
I'm actually here.
Okay, Okafo Prince. So how are you doing, my bro? Prince, are you there?
I'm fine. Good evening. I'm sorry. Good morning. Good night. Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning, good night. Okay, no problem.
Oh, Wi-Fi is
Well
not
done, welcome, bro. So basically, yeah, I was gonna ask you
midnight.
how are you doing? Are you fine?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And you?
All right. Yeah, I'm very well. I'm very well. So can you tell us a bit about your stay in Russia? How has it been for you so far? Using the agency, the work parts, and all of that.
Well, first of all, I'm in the city of Irkutsk City, and my journey in Russia was actually nice, and it was very, very easy. It was very stress free.
Okay.
I saw your video through YouTube, as I remember. Around this should be my second year now in Russia. This should be my second year now in Russia. Almost my second year. May 7 will make it my second year in Russia.
Wow. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, thank you. So I saw your YouTube video, texted you, told my mom about it. She spoke to you, and the process was very, very easy, stress free. Went to Abuja, got my visa stamp once, and I came here through the language course program actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for that. So, and how is the job like there? Are you able to work and pay your school fees and all of that?
Yeah, I'm working and I'm paying my school fees at the same time. Actually my bachelor degree, my second semester. So I'm actually working and paying my school fees myself.
Okay, good. So this bachelor's degree, what course is that? What course are you doing?
Business management.
Business management. Perfect. Then, and you came through the language program with us. I
Yes,
remember.
I came.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wanted to bring you on board so that before I talk about jobs, I just wanted to bring you on board so that I could, make some statements. So thank you for joining us. I'll see you in the next one. All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Thank you very much for joining. So, do we have Alex in the building? Alex, is Alex in the building? If Alex is in the building, please can you just drop a reaction for us? Alex Feg. Okay, so we don't have him in the building yet. So I think he'll join us later. So let's just see who else is in the call that could give us uh some bits of advice or something. Let's see. Audrey, is Audrey in the call? Audrey. Yeah, Audrey, please you can unmute.
Hi, Femi K.
Hi, Audrey. So sorry, Audrey, I'm going to introduce you first before you talk. So sorry for the
Okay.
hold up. So basically, Audrey also applied to Russia through ONAIR Travels. And for Audrey, I think she was working in Nigeria before she took the step to move on with our agency. So basically, Audrey is in Novosibirsk, if I'm very right. So and she's coping with I think Novosibirsk is one of the coldest regions in Russia, if I'm not going to lie to you guys. So, and she's coping with the cold, and she just wants to, I just want to ask her a few questions about the process also. So, Audrey, how did you hear about On Here, and how was the process with us? How did it go? Is Audrey there? Okay, I think she has a problem with her network or something.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so we can hear you.
Yes. So I started my process, I think, December of 2024. Yes, because that's when I reached out to Mr. Femi. And then I think I got into Russia and was based precisely in February, and I've been there since. I'm currently in my 8th month of the preparatory language course.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for the information. So, how have Russia been so far? Are you enjoying it compared to Nigeria, and how has the cost of living been for you?
Of course, yeah, the cost of living is surprisingly not bad at all. And coping is quite easy because it's very easy to get something doing. And depending on how much you want to get your hands dirty, and if you're looking
Yeah.
for a tush job or if you're looking for something that will give you money, so it all depends. But it's very easy, especially if you are living in if you decide to choose the school accommodation. Uh,
Yeah,
yes, so cost of living is easy. I think price of salt is even cheaper here compared to Nigeria at this point.
just imagine.
Yes, things like that. The accommodation for school is like I think I'm paying about 1.5 a month
Rubles.
for the whole yes 1,500 rubles a month for the whole year. So it's quite
Wow,
yes, it's quite
that's actually very cheap, actually. Very, very cheap,
yes.
honestly. And
Yes.
these payments, like your school fees and everything, you've been able to handle it by yourself so far, right?
I just completed the third half of my tuition 2 months ago, and
Or
because I guess my tuition was split into three,
okay,
and I just completed the third part, the one for the next 6 months in
yeah.
December. So it's quite manageable.
Okay, so before I continue, for those people that will be thinking that maybe I just brought you guys on board and stuff like that, for those of them that don't know us, I'm going to maybe at the end, actually, Audrey is always open. She told me she's always open to as telling people and assisting the agency as much as possible because of the good deeds that we also like have together. So Audrey, anybody that wants to reach out to Audrey personally, maybe late, it's not like everybody we're going to give you the contact, but when it gets to the stage where maybe you want to come to Russia personally, after your visa or all of those things, and you want to reach out to Audrey, if you are going to a city, especially, which is Novosibirsk, would not even restrain or refrain from giving you a contact at all, to reach out to her and see how it is. And also, you'll be seeing more of Audrey's face very soon in our channels. That's why I told you guys to join, because she's also going to be filming a day-to-day life in the snow, in the winter, in school, all of that, to show you guys, just for you guys to see the way things are here. Nobody's sugarcoating anything from you guys or hiding anything. It just all depends on you guys. So thank you very much, Audrey. Thank you so much for your time. I think I'll leave you to go and work, because you told me that you left work.
Yes, I'm currently on my break right now.
I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I'm going to text you after this,
Okay.
and I'll show you how you can join the channel so that you can make some of those content for us.
All right, no problem.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much. God bless you. So let's go on to the next person. So for now, I think let's take one more person before I continue, guys. So we have Mr. Winner up at Deniro. Mr. Winner, are you in the building? Can you drop some reactions? If you're in the building. Mr. Winner up. Can you drop some reactions if you're in the building? Okay, bless you. So, Mr. Winner up, let's have you on board. So before I even unmute Mr. Winner is actually our student. He actually came to Russia last year, and he's actually one of my very, very good friends. Actually, we became friends, and he came through our agency, which is ONAIR Travels, and he's been so supportive. Even the time we had our issues where I was firing clients and all of that, firing workers. We cannot fire clients, of course. I was firing workers based on the issues that we had, because we wanted a better platform. He was also one of the people that I was asking questions actively about the new law, the changes in documents, this one, that one, for his city. And he's a very, very good guy. Like, he's one of the best ever, one of our best clients that came through on here. So he's going to give us his own little experience too before I continue to the most important part. So guys, stay on board, please. It's very important. These guys are joining for a reason. They are leaving their jobs to join so that they can give us the nugget. If we are not good to them, they would not be here. They would, of course, not want to even do this. So they are here because of the good deeds that our agency also did. So they want to give you the nuggets and to just, challenge you, and also to make you know that, bro, people are living the life here. And it may not be the glamorous life, but at least they are doing well for themselves in their little way, their little comfort zone that they have right now. So, Mr. Winner, can you come on board? So, Mr. Winner, it's nice to have you.
Yes, thank you, my Oga. You don't make my head swell as it first the head.
I beg you, drop the head down. Be my own. So, how fun? How are you doing, Mr. Winner?
Yeah, we thank God. So, my name is Winner, and I've been here since September. I came in early September. I met Femike on Instagram, one of your ads, and I sent you a text. I remember back then, first payment, where I'm always making reference to that stuff, that the first payment I made to Femike out of the Monoga, the neck, out of the big money, was 30,000 naira.
I was like, bro, what is this?
So I was just like, I just want to start. So, well, I paid, and my guy delivered, and so far so good. One thing that I always hail Russia about is the cost of living. The country has been tailored in such a way that no matter the region you find yourself, whatever little thing you are able to do to get money will be enough for you to at least survive. Here in my city, a day's job payment is enough to get you food that will last you for 2-3 weeks.
Wow.
So it's something that I've noticed, in other places where you actually earn more than here. At the end of the day, the payments you get, you don't need to do too much to survive here in Russia. So this is one thing that I love about the country so far. And what's it called? The school fees payment as well. Yes, when you first come, the school can be harsh on you to come up with your payments.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a normal thing. But at the end of the day, you get by. And what I normally tell people from my own experience is that at the beginning, the culture shock, you might, find some things a bit difficult, but as time goes on, you will definitely get by. So my experience so far in Russia has been good, has been very fair. So I think I've done justice to that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Winner. God bless you. I think that will be all because of our time. God bless you. I know if I give you microphone to talk like this, you will tell me all the things, even the experiences that you even told me about before. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I just wanted the people on the platform, to have a real insider, because every time we do these meetings, we don't really bring anybody to say anything. And that's because of most people are working. But today is a Sunday. I was like, you guys should just please come and give your 1 or 2 cents so that they can hear and they can make their decisions based off of that. If they don't want to come, it's fine. If they also want to come, it's fine, based on them, right? So thank you very much, Mr. Winner. Appreciate it. And you guys are also going to be seeing more of Mr. Winner on board very soon, based on, we have some things that we're going to be doing, promoting, the student life here, to show people what is really going on here. No sugarcoating anything. This is how we are living our lives. And I'm sure that you're going to get more of him. So thank you very much, Mr. Winner. So we are going to take the next person, but I'm going to take Revs. Revs is a Revs is our, in fact, Revs is our boss here. But I would like to take Revs. Revs, please just give me like 10 minutes to explain the job and skills part. This 10 minutes, please, I want you to also be on board so that you can just buttress my point before I go to the next part. So because Revs is somebody that has the skills, he has the expert knowledge of Russia. He has been here for, I don't even know how many years, but I think he even came before I came. So, and he's somebody that I really look up to. He's a very good friend, a good partner. And he always tells me something. He used to say, Femi, see, you are doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. Your company is doing the right thing. If you need me anytime to, come and enlighten the people and tell the people what is really going on here, the truth, he would always come and advocate for the truth. So just give me 10 minutes to quickly buttress that. Revs, please, I want you to be on the call for those 10 minutes. I'm going to call you very, very soon on board. So let me quickly share my screen back again for you guys to see the job part. I'm going to make it very fast, but at the same time, I'm not going to miss out anything important. So let's go to jobs and skills. So guys, this is the most important part of this presentation, because for everyone studying abroad, the first thing you want to do abroad is what? You want to work. Like, so many people have even forgotten that they are students. The next thing that they think is that, bro, find me job, fix me for one place. And literally, I'm going to make sure that I explain this mentality, why it is good and why it is also not good to you guys, okay? So it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to look for jobs or to want jobs. It's not bad, but I'm just going to explain it further in a way that you understand, okay? So this is because you need to pay for a lot of things. You need to pay for your tuition. Of course, you pay money there, not spasiba. You don't pay, for those people that are in Russia, you know what they call spes spasiba. It's not spes spasiba, spes spasiba, sorry guys, that they pay in that side. Your tuition is there, your accommodation is there, your transportation, documentation. In Russia, they will stress you with documents a lot. I used to tell my students, my clients, on here, our team, we used to tell people, document, even us ourselves, we go through a lot of document checks and all of that. So it is normal. It's normal to be curious about what the job market is like in Russia. It is very normal. I actually have a link here. I'm going to put that link on board, but I will explain the job market in a very simple way for you guys. But firstly, can you work in Russia as an international student? The answer is yes. So, guys, can you work in Russia as an international student? The answer is yes. But look, let me explain to you guys. This is an official decree according to the Federal Law number 16 FZ of February 6, 2020 on amendments to the federal law on the legal status of foreign citizens in the Russian Federations in terms of simplifying the procedure for employment in the Russian Federation of foreign citizens and stateless persons studying in Russian professional educational organization and higher educational organizations. So this is a law, a decree, and I'm going to actually open it for you guys on this website called consultants.ru. So let me cancel. So let me open it from here. I want it to be in English, so I'm not going to, it's actually in Russian now. So I'm going to open it in Chrome. I just want to show you guys that it is actually by the decree, by the law, it is possible to study and work here as an international student. So yeah, foreign students are now allowed to work in their free time without obtaining a work permit. So federal law, blah, blah, blah. This is the law that I just quoted for you guys. If I click on it now, it's going to bring out the law, but it is in Russian language. I can still go ahead and click, but wait. So the list of foreign people who may work without obtaining in the absence of Kinikon, I'm going to put the link down. So it is actually an official decree. Even by the state Duma, it is actually an official decree that you can actually do what? You can work, study in Russia as an international student. So foreign students are allowed. It is not something that our agency is making up or something, okay? So if I actually even Google it, State Duma, unemployment of international students. So State Duma is, okay, so this is the State Duma, which is the new law to simplify procedure of employment for foreign students in Russia. So you can see it's even a new law. So it came out on the August 5, 2020 to simplify the law. It's not like people are not working, but it was not simplified as until 2020 when I came in. So, and you can see how does all these links, how does the law work? Why is the law so important? Are there any constraints? All these things, who even dropped the law? Everything is actually so lawfully, because everything that you are doing is supposed to follow the law. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know about next tomorrow. But as of right now, the law says it is possible to work. All right. So, but now, guys, let me continue to it. Revs, we are going to take you very soon. But the truth is that jobs, they will never come and meet you in your house. Jobs will never come and meet you at home. You need to go out and look for the jobs. See, according to the law, you've seen it already, but there was no part of the law that said that you are guaranteed, as you are entering Russia like this, we'll just say, welcome, Baba, take your crown. Igwe, we appreciate you. Wow, you are 21 and you are looking so healthy and strong. Oh yeah, take this job. It doesn't work that way. You need to do what? Present yourself to finding that job, according to your individual skills, according to your what? Your own networking, according to your what? According to your own restlessness. Because so many people will come here and they will sit down and say, Femike, ONAIR Nigeria told me that we can get a job. So let me just sit down and enjoy myself and not do anything. You guys will bring the job to my office. I'll be to my doorstep. Number one, we are not an employment agency. All of our clients, you guys have heard most of these clients now say that they are working and they are paying their school fees. There was no part of them that appreciated me or ONAIR and said, Femike, reach out to one company for us and we got the job through that. If I'm to even bring them back on board now and ask them how did they get this job, some of you will tell you how they got the jobs. It is through your what? Your own individual skills. You cannot be expecting me or my agency to reach out to somebody now and give the person a link to a job. And if the link is available, I will give. But there are some people now, they don't even have the skills for those jobs. There was a lady that recently came to Yekaterinburg, my city here. Then I reached out to somebody. I told my team to reach out to one of the girls there that used to help. Like, they find links, you pay them, we paid for that link. They gave us the job, the link of the job. Because of course, job is there. But it will not come to your house and meet you. Then it was a courier job where she has to carry things from one place to another. She said, no, it's too cold, though. I cannot do it, though. Please, you guys should help me to look for another job. Yeah? You came from Bariga. Now, so Bariga sweet. That's why you came all the way from Bariga to Russia to come and sit down in your room and somebody is looking for something for you. So it is not our job to look for. We're not an employment agency. If we're an employment agency, that's a different thing. We can give you the advice. We can give you how to. People are getting the jobs. They are paying their school fees. They are sending money home. Even people are building projects here based on the money that they see here. But they did not sit down at home and wait for one person. I wanted to clarify that because it was one of the reasons that we had some backlashes. Some people came and they were sitting down. No, they will find a job for me when it is time. They don't want to work. They are very lazy. But in their head, they think they are the biggest hustler. So, again, Russia is for you if you are a better hustler, irrespective of your age. Maybe ISO speed is 21 and is so healthy and strong. see him moving, doing backflip everywhere. So if you have the skills and also skills to look for a job for yourself, you will find it, because the job market is better than the one in Africa, but not by sitting down in one place. That is one of the reasons why I tell people study the language, understand the concepts here and others. And there are some things that there are some restrictions, and I'm going to let you guys know about it. But before I come to the restrictions, let me take my Oga. Let me take my Oga, which is Revs. I'm going to talk about the restriction after Revs speaks, and I'm going to tell you guys some of the jobs that you can do here and some of the skills that are required for you to possess before coming to Russia. So let's quickly go to the call and take
Mr. Femike.
Wait, please. Is Mr. Revs in the building? Sorry, please. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so do we have Revs in the building now?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Revs. I was shocked when I heard Mr. Femike. I was like, you know they call me Mr. Femike now.
Which one? Be my senior boss now.
No. Call me my name, bro. Junior brother.
We all look up to you now. You know, we were still coming up here in the game.
I beg. Okay, so Revs, how many years have you been in Russia for before we even start?
Yeah, so I've been in Russia for 8 years. So this year, October, it will be 9 years actually.
So this is somebody that have 9 years of experience in the country that you guys are looking to come to. So guys, please, your pen and your paper should be somewhere near you guys now. So Revs, can you just drop some nuggets as to buttress my point on these jobs, give the people some nuggets, just very short nuggets before I continue.
Okay. Yeah, so very quick one, yeah. Like just exactly as he said, the first thing that people need to notice, and that's actually a problem that I've been running into with a lot of people here. We the term is called jackpa. We jackpa from Nigeria. We come from another country. Some of us is for studying, some is for for work, some is for for other things. We come into Russia with the hopes of actually, finding a better life. But then you want to get jobs for them, and all of a sudden they become picky. And I'm like, sir, the goal is to make money. How are you still trying to choose? I always tell people to start from whatever you have, whatever choice that you see that is worthwhile for you. So the first nugget that I always tell people is, always start small. You are never going to hit that blue collar, white collar, high paying job that you want on your first try. It just doesn't work that way, right? There's nobody in the world that has hit millions just by the first try. No matter how aggrandized it is, no matter how much it seems to be a lottery, always start small. It could be courier, it could be the staff card. The staff card means delivery.
Yeah.
It could be, working in KFC, working in Burger King, working in McDonald's. It could be whatever. Just start small. Nobody's gonna give you a high-paying job if you do not know how to relate with Russian customers. So that's another problem that I always face with new students. Point number 2, learn the language. I always look, I can't overstress this enough. I always tell people, learn the language. It is not hard to learn the freaking language. People come here and then they're like, oh my God, I only have a job. Oh my God, I want to start getting paid. Oh my God, I want to start. And I'm like, so how are your Russian classes going? Oh my God, they enter my own guy. That language hard. Oh my God. I'm like, when you are in Rome, you do not want to live like the Romans, but you want to flex like the Romans. Explain that to me. And then they're like, oh my God, that's true. I'm like, yes, of course. The quickest way for you to make, I don't know if the people in this meeting can actually if they know about the people here that have made it, the guys that are known all over Russia in the African community, and also the guys that have even bled into the Russian community, right?
You're right.
Yeah, majority of them all have a good command of the Russian language. I can boldly say 94 or 95% of them can speak Russian language fluently, and that's because for you to communicate well with Russians, for you to get through to the Russians, for you to to pierce that Russian market, you need to be able to communicate in the language that they understand. yes, let me just leave that there for now, for your other questions.
All right, my bro. So I also know that you actually dance and as a skill. So how has that actually like helped you shaping your income and your ways of communicating with the Russians over the time?
Oh, okay. So dancing, yeah. I was one of the people where I was hearing you talk about like the federal laws in the state Duma and like all that, and I was
Yeah.
really happy that you mentioned it because in our time when we came here, you could not work openly. Or let me use a language that they understand. They no born your papa will make you say you want to find job for Russia.
I
You
swear.
want yeah, they work say you want to work out for KFC openly. When people they say they work, bro. If police catch you, you will not finish with that deportation straight Damoy. In Russian, Damoy means go home, right? Like home, you're homebound, like straight. So like down the line, Vladimir Putin noticed that no, like some things need to change because the numbers of people that started coming to Russia started increasing and going up. He started realizing that Russia has become the new USA. People are not really no one is really sitting around to wait for like 16 years before you can even get an appointment to go to US or Canada or UK. Now people are now beginning to explore more prospects in other European nations like Germany, Netherlands, Russia, Poland, like all those other countries, right? So he's like, now we have this large influx of students. How can we utilize this for our good? And then the first thing that he did was he started amending a lot of constitutions and a lot of laws. And when I saw it, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. But by then, I used to, you said something about hustling, and that's very true. In Russia, you cannot make it if you're not a hustler. I always tell people the first thing that you need to understand, right? For someone like me, yeah, I'm the kind of person. Before I will say no, I will say yes. That's a very important point. Before I will say no, they'll be like, okay, right. So we have this thing where yes, and like, but you haven't even heard. I'm like, just know that it's yes. Like, I already know how to do it. Like, okay, even if I don't know how to do it, I'm going home to go and browse. What's the job like? What's the pay like? What am I supposed to do? Then I already know what's expected of me. Tomorrow when you see me at work, I'm already doing what you're doing. I'm a professional dancer. Like I always have, I am a professional dancer, right? I've worked with so many people, all the Pocolis. I'm followed by Ramanjago, by all those Yemolis that you guys know. If you guys want, you can even go and check me out on Instagram. Maybe Femeke will, or maybe he will drop my link somewhere,
Of
or
course.
my IG somewhere. Yeah. So I've danced all over the world. I've danced in so many cities in Russia, right? I actually get paid, to fly around Russia to to go perform, right? All that didn't just happen in one day. It all started from Rest. Can you? And when they asked me, "Can you?" It was a dance. It was a dance genre that I even knew nothing about. They were asking if I knew how to dance like Russian folk dance. I was like, "Yes, I can." I didn't even really know what it what it entailed. We want to now go back and now see that it was Russian traditional dance. All I have to just do. See, I always thought we coming here as black people, we already have the upper hand, right? We are the most skilled, the most advantageous, the most entertaining, the most athletic, the most loved. We Nigerians, we have that hustler blood, right? So all I had to just do was go on YouTube, study the dance for 1-2 hours. I came out, added my own twist to it, did it. That was where that was in 2018, right? I came in 2017, right? Nobody knew me by then, but by 2018, I was already booking shows with a dance company, right? After 2-3 months, I even left them and started my own thing. I became so known that I could even afford to even not be with them anymore. I started touring Russia, going to different cities, performing and stuff. And ever since then, it's just it's been history from there because it's from dancing, I've paid my school fees so many times. From dancing, I even ventured into other things. I started trading forex. I mean, I always thought we're going to talk about forex. Forex is a whole different thing because I always tell people forex does not make you money from zero, right? Forex multiplies your money. So before you venture into forex, you already needed to have had a sort of income. So what forex does is it takes that sort of income and multiplies it tenfold. So I used dancing to create money from zero. I use Forex to multiply it
Multiply.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you
So
so
that's
much,
right.
Reps. Honestly, if I say you should keep going like this, I know that it was more and more nuggets. But bro, thank you so much for coming to the call. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to reach out personally. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, literally, that's Reps. That's a very, very. Anybody that wants the link to his Instagram also can reach out to our team. We'll give you. Reps is one of the. When I say one of the big boys here, and there's a reason I personally picked him up, because he has gone through that also phase. Many people think the job is in their house. It's not in your house. Most of these guys, like easy rightfully say, most of these guys that actually are popular here are making the money. Even personally, even me myself, that I'm here, that I'm trying to, make ends meet for myself, and I'm doing very well in my own little way. I'm a very big hustler. So an hustler does not mean you have to be a certain amount. You must have a certain age, or you must be 32, or you must be 35, or you must be 1 year old, or you must be 3, or you must be a boy or a girl. Hustler is not a street name. Hustler is just somebody that typically, for us, what I mean by hustler, somebody that your goal is to make it. Either you win or you win. There's no excuse for failure. You don't want to hear, look at when they ask Revs, can you dance Russian dance? He said, yes, I will dance it. Somebody that have never danced Russian dance his whole life. That is an opportunity he was not willing to risk. He knew that could propel him to another level. Your own may not be dancing. Your own may be a different skill. Your own may even be a normal job. They ask you, bro, do you know how to paint a house? You say, yeah, I don't know how to paint too. I don't know this, I do something. Or do you know how to work with this? Even if it's to join the construction team, at least to show yourself that, bro, I'm really, really interested in making this money. Okay. So we're going to bring one more person on board, but before I bring him on board, I would firstly talk a bit. So we're going to bring Ferguson on board. I call him Ferguson. So Ferguson is also one of our clients that came through ONAIR Travels, and we used to call him Alex Ferguson, like Alex Ferg. So I don't know if he's already on the call, but I'm going to invite him soon. Yeah, so basically, all right, so sorry, back to the call. Screen. So we're going to bring Alex Ferguson, but before that, let me go back to the job and skills part. So I hope you guys are learning something. Please, guys, if you are learning something, can you drop some reactions, please? Can you drop some reactions, please? Please drop some reactions if you are learning something. All right. Thank you very much for the reaction. So basically, that is for the job aspect. So now, for jobs, I already said it that in the law, you can work, but jobs will never come and meet you at home. You have to be a hustler to get this job. And when I say you have to be a hustler, does not mean you must be a big man that is on the street and running up and down. No, I'm just saying that you must have the mentality that these jobs are there, but I have to go and look for the jobs. Whether you are a girl, there are many girls there that are successful. Some of them are cooking, some of them are doing different jobs, some of them are teaching English. I'm going to mention all of these jobs for you guys, and they are doing successfully well. But it didn't come to their house to come and meet them that knock, knock, knock. My name is Cooking. I want you to start doing me. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So there's some restrictions I would like you guys to know. Seriously, I was going to end this video like this meeting as soon as possible, but with the way we have our guests, talking, it took a bit of time. So please, for those that can join till the end, fine. If you know you cannot join till the end, no problem. You can always get the recording, but the links will be sent to only those that stay to the end of this video. So what are those restrictions? Number one, some cities have Alex Ferguson, please stay on the call. I'm going to take you up now very soon. So you just give us your own nugget, your own experience, and all of that. So some cities have introduced new rules about jobs. So because some Nigerians, emphasis on Nigerians, went to overdo, and instead of attending classes, they don't really care. They also stole from their employees and many more stupid. We heard a lot of things. Some people went to steal from their employees. Some they didn't go to classes because they came here. So some of these cities started to introduce new rules, and they said work will be restricted. So what are we doing as an agency? What we are trying to do is to try not to apply to these regions until things get better. But we don't predict these laws. And also, all we can do is to apply for the students, and he comes in and he finds his part by himself. According to the eligibility of your document, that is how we look for schools. So we are not looking for schools based on the fact that you will go there and they will do this and they will do that. So we try our best to make sure that still we try to put those schools out of our portfolio for now, but we cannot change these rules. So if such rules are maybe introduced in your city in the future, the best thing to do is to either maybe you can transfer to another city or you can seek remote jobs. I'm not saying it will happen, but at this point, we are not the government and we don't know. They can do anything to protect their country. So if you're in a city where they restrict, maybe because students are actually not going to classes, then you become a victim of, you can easily take a transfer to another city and go and continue there. Okay, so it has happened very rarely. We only have one city that is doing that right now. One city that has restricted in the whole of Russia, just one city that is very strict on that part. But we are trying our best to make sure that we find out more about how to even, navigate the city and get better options. So some cities have more job opportunities than others. That's another true thing. So, for example, in the case of Nigeria, you cannot compare the job market in Lagos to the one in Taraba, or the one in Lagos, in Abuja to the one in Kebbi, or in the one in Port Harcourt to the one in Ondo State. So one thing is that the city that you are also will decide a lot, but at the same time, you can't be too sure of anything. If you say, okay, Femike, ONAIR Nigeria, I want to go to Novosibirsk, or I want to go to Yekaterinburg. Novosibirsk, Audrey is there. Yekaterinburg, Femike is there. We have Juwon in Ryazan. We have in Kazan. We have Demeladi. We have Revs in another different city there, because Revs is not always in one city. Revs is in Moscow, St. Petersburg, all the cities at once. We have this person here. We have this person here. We have Kelly in Chelyabinsk. We have this one in that one. We have this one in that one. So it will, at the point, because your friend is making wave there, or because you see some people there, you may go and you may meet something different entirely. So what you need to understand is that no matter the city you find yourself, you need to make a research and connect with other international students there and ask how they are making the money that they have. Nobody knows all. That is part of the hustling I'm talking about. When you go there, they are making money. People are there, they are studying, they are paying their school fees. How are you doing this? You also have to do what? Make sure that you look into that and you ask them these questions. So for now, there are very few cities with these restrictions. And I've already tried my best to make sure that we speak to even some of these cities to see if, sorry guys, to see if there's a way to navigate that, with which we are actually working actively on. So, but the thing is that the condition is better here. In Russia, the job market is very huge. You cannot compare it to Africa. It's huge. There are jobs. We've brought in multiple of students, multiple clients, according to our portfolio. And these students, they are all doing well one way or the other. The condition is better here. So, and the thing is that for the jobs here, there's no regulation on amount of jobs. There's no regulation on the hours of jobs that you can do, maybe 40 hours, 20 hours. They don't do that thing here. If you get a job and they want you to work 100 hours, you can work your 100 hours. So far as it does not affect your school and it does not affect your regular life. So there's no regulations on that. The thing is, guys, listen to me carefully. The jobs, they are there, but they will not come and meet you at home. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I am also living here and I'm surviving on one job or the other. I'm not just here sitting down and just waiting for somebody to come and pay my bills. The people that have spoken are also in Russia. Look at these people that have spoken. They are paying their school fees. The jobs are there, but nobody will tell me that they sat down at home for the jobs to come and meet them. The jobs will not find you at home. You have to also do what? Network. You have to do what? Your individual skills will prove you. So your friend might be any higher than you because he has much better skills than you. Your friend might be able to chess code. He must be able to adapt in the code better than you. So it's fitted for what? Career job, because in the code, if there's a minus 11 or minus 10 or minus whatever degree, it can carry goods from place to place without being stressed. But you cannot chess the code, for example. And for in the other way, you may be very good at cooking than him. So you might be better fitted for places like KFC, for places like work, or even working in a warehouse. Why he may not be better fitted for those kind of jobs. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So the jobs are there, like I used to say. You will see that the jobs are there when you come. The people are here. We are all, they say Russia, even Revs said it. People are coming to Russia, Putin even saw that. A lot of people are coming to Russia. It's not because nobody wants to come here and come and be idle. But you have to understand that to get these jobs, it will not come to your house to come and meet you. So what are the most common jobs in Russia? We have numerous. We have English teaching jobs. We have delivery jobs. We have Uber or Yandex job. We have receptionist job. We have KFC job, Burger King. We have ozone jobs, construction jobs, offloading jobs, modeling jobs, nanny jobs. In fact, all of these jobs, if you do them well, you can pay for your living here in Russia. But like I said, everyone has different working ethics. So don't be lazy. And again, there are two people that I want to, Alex Ferguson, we're going to take you now. There are two people, set of people. Number one is one person that came all the way from Nigeria, so entitled. He finally gets one job. He sits down there and he's just doing one job and thinking that is the end of this world. I've gotten one job. I'm fine with that one. Okay, I will just go to KFC, go and cook and come back home. Make my money. I'm okay. There's number two. That one is not entitled at all. That one got multiple jobs. He's not just working in one place, because if he sees here, he will go. If he sees here, he will go. If he sees here, they retain him. He goes here, he goes here. And at the end of the day, he does what? He has more money. He's making more money than you. Jealousy sets in. You are like, it's because this guy is more opportunity than me. No, it's because he's what? He's not saying no to any opportunity that he sees. This is not Nigeria where you'll be doing 1 9 to 5 job, only one job. There's a better job market. But like I said, ONAIR Travels is not an employment agency. What we do for you is to assist you with getting the admission. When you get here, you will be in the job market by yourself with your individual skills, with your knowledge. And I'm sure that 100%, if you have the right skills and if you have the right connects, like of finding these jobs in terms of you yourself going out there, not sitting down at home, you will get a job for yourself to do. There's no country that does not offer jobs, but some countries have more openings and offerings than the other. You will get something to do. So back to the meeting. Sorry, guys. So back to the meeting, we have Alex Feg in the building. So Alex Feg, before I bring in Alex Feg is my brother. He's actually not my brother by blood, but he came here through ONAIR, our team, and he's in Yekaterinburg. Sometimes he travels around like that too, to do business and all of that. One reason why I brought Alex Feg is because he's somebody that I really admire a lot. He has a very good work ethic. He's also going to talk about this opportunity thing that, bro, you cannot just, he used to even tell me that, bro, see, Femike, these jobs they day, but you know, he has made a lot of success, and I don't want to talk for him, so it does not look as if I'm the one saying what he should say. I could go deeper because he has told me a lot of things, but I want him to come here and explain the work market and all of that, because he's doing very successfully well for himself, and he just came in like 2 years, I think. So I was supposed to bring another guy, Ade, but Ade is actually not available. Ade also, he got a car, bought a car in Russia here, and everybody's like, hey, wow, nice. You know, from Nigeria, they were like, this guy is doing Yahoo, but he's not doing Yahoo, normal day-to-day jobs that we do here. But it also depends on the opportunities that he actually also went out for. So, Alex Feg, let's have you on board. Alex Feg, can you introduce yourself and just give us a little bit of nuggets so that the people are blessed?
Hello everyone, I'm Alex. I actually came in, let me see how many years right now, 2023, and under Femike. And the beginning of the whole whatever was, it was enticing, it was, enthusiastic. I'm going to a new country, that kind of thing. But first of all, let me see what I can touch on. I will touch on a few things. The weather here, day-to-day basis, what you need to prepare for, and how you can try to keep up yourself here. The weather generally is cold, but then it's not as cold as how people put it, depending on the city that you come to. Right, the city that I am, Ekaterinburg, is fairly alright. During winter, it's kind of cold, but then there's a lot of things you can do. You can keep up yourself. You can still do your day-to-day activities. And during summer, it's a lot better. There are a lot of things you can do also. So the main thing, when you come in here, first of all, prepare yourself. Understand that you're coming here for yourself. You're coming here for you. All right. Have a skill that you can present. Have something to offer. Prepare yourself. It's not that you come here and you just come and relax. One thing, you come and meet me at home or that kind of stuff. Be ready to fend for yourself. Be ready to reach out to people. As soon as you come here, try as much as possible to get in touch with people that you understand they are from the same place that you are, that kind of thing. Get information. Don't sit down. Get information from all kind of this. There are new things coming up every single day. Reach out to people. Don't just be alone, right? As soon as you're coming here, you're going to, first of all, have your document to set to all of that. Then I would say personally, from my own experience, try to prepare yourself with everything that you need financially, emotionally, whatever, at least mentally, everything that you need for at least the first 3 4 months. Don't come here and expect that you would get something to do in that period, right? Is the rougher. Don't come here and expect that you will find that you might find. I mean, your way is not another person's way. What is going for another person, that's another thing. What is working for another person might not work for you. So have something to offer, grow on that thing, and diversify. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Don't say, okay, this one is going. In next 2 3 months, in fact, next 1 week, you might not go again. So try to learn, and attend classes. Very important. When I came at some point, I was not taking the language that serious. I was after money. But then take the language seriously. Take the language seriously. Try to understand the locals and all of that. The Russians themselves, how are they? How do they treat people? Um, Over 100, I would say from my experience, I would say they are 80% nice. Right? You don't expect that you walk on the street and expect people to be smiling at you. You don't want. So try to do what you can do. They are nice. They are strict. They don't joke with their time. They don't do stuff. They don't joke with their word. So try to be professional when you come here. Try to be. Let me use that word. Be professional in what you're doing, and you know do things at the right time, the right way, and for sure, you find the you. I mean, Russia is a place where you come and there are various opportunities depending on what you are ready to do. Depending on what you're, there are various opportunities where you. It's not like going to Europe, going to UK, where it is so congested. How many things do I want to start? Which are they do now? Five people, other people don't they do them already. But right here, it's not that people are not doing it, but then you have the kind of opportunity that this is a new place, a new land. I can bring in my own personal self, my own creativity, and
Yeah.
then make it something, right? So have something to offer is the main thing. Learn something that you can say, okay, this thing can make me money. So that's it
Yeah.
basically. That's basically what I have to say. And
Thank you very much.
wish you all good luck.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Alex. Yeah, Alex is somebody that I used to say it like he's a big hustler, and he has dropped his nuggets, and I'm sure that everybody here learned one or two things. Okay, so I have actually not even spoken about the weather, but it was so, it was so good that at least he mentioned and he touched on that. So guys, I'm going to try to thank you very much, Alex. And I'm going to try to round up quickly so that everything is done, so that the video is not longer than it should be. Okay. So that will be the last person we're going to be bringing on board while I fully concentrate on the meeting itself. So let's quickly go back to the meeting. So sorry, guys. Yeah, guys, so if you're in the meeting, please drop some reactions. Please drop some reactions. At the end of the meeting, we are dropping the link. So drop some reactions, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good. So, back to the meeting. So we actually have some people that got their visas. I was going to talk to them, so I'll see. I'll give you guys. Sorry, guys. I know you guys are on board. Mr. Kesta, Mr. Kolawole, and the Dean. You guys just got your visas recently. I think about 2 days ago. So I'm going to give you guys some nuggets also on what to do. So just bear with me. So actually, what are the requirements? For a master's program, for your bachelor's degree and your PhD. So this is the requirement. You can screenshot it. It's going to be on the screen. So you can screenshot this requirement, and this is exactly what is needed. So I don't want to talk too much about it because of the time that we have. It's literally very short. Now, the requirement also, we have medicals. So make sure that you understand that if you are HIV positive, it's a sensitive topic, I know, but you won't be allowed to come into Russia. So it's better not to apply at all if you are HIV positive. So another thing about Russia is the age limit. So recently, Russia introduced age limit in the new law, and it favors some people, and some people it did not favor them. So for me, I still think our agency still feel like anyone can get admission, though there are some certain ages that if you fall in them, your admission might take longer to find, But we will try all our best according to the team. We have more experienced people on board that will search for better universities. And, we'll do everything in our power to try to help you. But the best thing is that if you want to apply with our agency, you send us your document along with your age so that we can try, And I also personally don't believe anybody is too old to be admitted. We have helped somebody of 1977 before with proof. We even helped somebody of 1982. That's about 43 years old, and she was with a BSc. So we've even helped older clients. And there was even a case that we had where two friends applied. One was 45 and the other was 47. So the one of 45 gave up quickly, but the 47-year-old waited. Finally, university accepted him and gave him a contract. Then the other one came and started pleading, please help me. So, but anyways, we will still try to get admission. We will do everything in our power to help you. Just like I said, the most important thing is to send your document and wait for the universities to respond. That's the most important thing. Another thing is the medicals. So I already said it before that you should make sure that you understand that HIV positive people, I want to mention that again, because we had an issue recently with somebody that was HIV positive, and he started to say that we didn't tell him. We told everybody. You cannot be HIV positive and expect to apply. I know that there are some people that during the whole thing, they will go and do pakas during the process. And this can lead to some sexual stuff, infections. So I used to beg people, when you are doing your process, I'm not saying you should not have sex or have fun, You can do whatever you want to do with your life. It's your choice. But please make sure that you practice discipline, okay? Practice safe sex. Good. I know that nobody here is 17 years old. We have 18 plus people. The application is for only those that are from 18 plus. So this is something that we can talk about. So the next thing is the Russian embassy. It's very important to know that the visa is strictly decided by the embassy. So there are no external factors and there are no connections. I think that is even, and that is actually our edge, because Russia's visa is given on merit. That is the edge that you have because it is given by merit. You don't need any connection. You don't need anybody to carry your documents into one place to go and beg them for you or with one money. You don't need to know one big commissioner or be connected to Tinubu to get it or connected to the president of your country. That is the opportunity. But I want you to know that getting the visa is also strictly based on you. When people ask me, Femike, how sure am I? How sure is my visa? I tell them, how sure is your visa? Ask yourself that question. It is not my question. How sure is your visa? And why do I ask that? It's because there are some things you need to note. I already spoke about it. I'm going to drop the link on the video that we made on embassy rules. So, for example, you need to be dressed properly. You need to submit the right document. You need to get an appointment while waiting for your invitation letter. This is a new policy that we are engaging now. Legalize your proper document and do what? Follow the guidelines your university provides. So if your university tells you to do something, go with it. If your university requires you to do something, do it. So if you follow all this properly, you are already 90% there. And the remaining 10% is for God to perfect. In that video, I made a video. The video was about 2 years ago or 1 year ago, 2024. I think 2 years ago. The video actually spoke about, and I want to make a new one on the embassy rules, but still that video is still very active. People are still using that video, watching that video, and they are still using the lessons from there to guarantee themselves spots that can help them to get their visa. So Russia visa is actually the easiest, one of the easiest to get, to be honest with you. But also there are some denials, that's the truth. But with our studies, it is usually when one of these things that we mentioned is not done. For example, we recently had 30 students in the embassy, 2 were denied. I already spoke about this before. The first girl made a mistake in the course of study, and the guy, we heard he went there looking very unkempt, almost like a bandit from Kaduna. Also, we have some cases where things are actually different. Sometimes some people go to the embassy and they're not even asked any questions. Sometimes they can even ask you mathematical questions. A girl named Favor one time said she was going to Irkutsk instead of Voronezh that we applied. And the embassy still overlooked this for her and still gave her the visa. So even if that was a stupid mistake, so the embassy can decide as they want. Our own is to make sure that we do everything they want according to their requirements so that they have what? We have a clear mind and most importantly, pray because everyone have different heads. What worked for Mr. A, Mr. B might go there and face something even easier than Mr. A or even tougher. The only way to know is to do what? Is to even try. That is the only way to know. So now to the next important part. You can screenshot this, the Russian embassy, the rules, you need to be dressed properly. I also have the video links. It's also going to be sent to you guys. So you can actually, most importantly, screenshot this. This is one of the very, very important embassy guide that already promotes you to 90%. It has given you edge than 90%. If you are 100 people, you already have edge over 90 people because you are using our team, because we are going to provide this kind of screenshots for you and this kind of links that you can actually make use of to better yourself. Nobody is going to to spoon feed you, but at the end of the day, we'll try our best, to make sure that you are getting a value for whatever you are getting. So our admission process. I would like all of you guys to know that we at ONAIR, we are not the university, we are not the Russian government, we don't decide anything. So because of how good Russia have become, a lot of people are coming in here on a daily basis. Hence, we have stricter rules, there are stricter things, there are stricter policies now. But the good news is that our team have been in this game for more than 6 years now, and we have a very solid reputation. We've also been listed on newspaper, blogs, and we have so many testimonials. All of these are visible online, everything pasted in the link that you're going to be getting. Okay, so our admission process. So what we do is, basically, before we enter our admission process, I'm coming. So we are very experienced, but still, we serve as a bridge between you and the institution. Okay, so we will give you our terms and our condition. If you are not comfortable with it, you can actually use another agency, or you can do it by yourself. I used to tell people that it's not everybody that can use us. It's not everybody that ONAIR will help. If you know that you can do it by yourself, or you have somebody that can do it better than us according to your own mentality, why not go ahead and use them? Okay, so here we deal with trust, and even in the process, we now have a lawyer that will help us seal a contract so that no one breaches this contract, so that it protects you and it protects our agency also, so that you feel if anything goes wrong, you can take your legal actions. Okay, so we just want to make sure that you're 100% safe and comfortable with what you are putting your funds into, so that it will not look like, hey, just collect money, there's no written agreement, that was one of the things that we got a lot of backlash on, that we had to fire our staffs, because most of these people, the written agreement we even had, they were not sending it to the students. So it was very difficult. There was no agreement on what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do. So everybody were coming to us for the things that we are not supposed to do, but because we don't have an agreement, it was difficult. Okay, so but we've learned, and that is why we always learn. There's nobody that knows it all. That is why we are coming back stronger and better to make everybody happier. So we also introduced a refund policy, with which we can't, if we can't provide you anything worthwhile, if we cannot provide you anything within specific frames that we promise, then we will refund you immediately according to the contracts that we have with you. So what we are doing this because of the bad experiences we got recently. I already spoke about it. And to protect ourselves, and most importantly, to protect you guys, our clients, we see a contract. So it's like we want you guys to be relaxed, because when people see a contract, they are relaxed because they have something they can hold on to, and they have something that they know. They have the terms that we are actually working with, and they can use this to, make notable requirements or requests whenever they have something. So you can be like, oh, you want something, but it is written like this, it is like this, it's like this. So you can make your own requirements and your own requests. Okay. So if you're applying with us, be calm and know that we will always protect you guys no matter what. The team is always going to protect you guys. We are here to protect. We're not a scam agency. We've never done that, and we are not preparing to start. We've been in fact, these people that you hear from them, they are all through this agency, and all of them have the same thing to say, like, it is like this, it is like this. So of course we cannot promise outcomes, but trust me, what we can do is we can try our best to make sure that you at least have the best of what you are paying for. So another thing that we're introducing now, which is very important, which is the most important part of this, is that, guys, if you want to start your application now, please, guys, everybody should listen to this. This is one of the most important parts of this. If you want to start your application process now, like right now with us, you are very ready, you have your funds, or you have whatever it is, or you want to pay us, our company, to assist you in installment, what you can do is you can reach out to our team, and you are going to be able to have an access to a consultation call. We just introduced this recently. In fact, this is the first time I'm talking about it. So what is this consultation call about? It is an eligibility call. But me personally, I define it as a pre-process call. So it's like a pre-process eligibility call. So pre-process, so we are going to be charging you a small fee to make this consultation call, this pre-process call. But this fee, this is the good thing. Guys, hear me out. This is the reason. I will tell you why we are charging, because we never charged before, and why we decided to charge, and why we started to implement this. So number one, it helped us because I used to get, in a day, I used to get 3,000 messages personally, just me. My team gets way more. And all of these messages are from people that are not even seriously interested. So what we decided as a team is that we are going to be charging a small fee now. If you are ready to start, like we're not forcing anybody. If you want to start, you like what you heard, you've heard that Russia, you can get the jobs, you can do this, the job market is open, you can do this one, you can do that one. If you have this and this and this, you've heard everything on the call, right? And you've heard about the cost of living, you've heard from Alex, you've heard from Revs, you've heard from Winner, you've heard from Audrey, you've heard from Prince, and many other, you've heard from others, right? But to start, we would charge that small fee. But this is the good thing about that fee that we are charging. I don't want to personally charge it because I told the team, though the team, they decided that. But the reason why we are going to charge that is because the reason why I decided to charge it rather is because I was happy with the way they said, if the client jumps on that call and after the call, the client is willing to start, that money that you pay is going to be added to your processing fee, which is the service charge. So it's going to be automatically added. That is if after the call you want to start the process. Okay. So you are going to get, if you decide on the call after the pre-process that, oh, I really like this. And before the pre-process, we are going to check your documents, if it is eligible or not. So if we tell you that, yes, we want you, you can jump on a pre-process call with us, it means that we've checked your document already and we find it according to the university standards here. Our agency finds it eligible. So jumping on that call already means that at least you're already 50%, your leg is already 50% in. So we're just taking that to cut so many people that are not serious. Even recently, some Hausa people were chatting me. I don't even know whether they are bandits or something from the forest. I think they want to catch them when they started to do voice note to me. Please, we want to know about your agency stuff. So these things, we're not saying that you cannot make inquiries, but if you want to make a consultation to start, like you are ready to start and you want to show your seriousness, we will give you the right number of the team member you are going to call. She's going to schedule a call. Personally, it can be me. It can be the assistant head of operations. Anybody in the team can onboard you. That's not a problem. We are working together as one team. So we are going to ask you questions. We're going to tell you everything that you need to do as regarding the process. All your questions will be answered. In our Zoom meetings, we're not going to be taking a lot of questions anymore because we want those questions to be tailored to you. So if you're asking me a question, we can take once in a while, but it's not going to be a thing of we are taking many like we did before. So maybe one or two at most, okay? Because we want those questions. Your question, you can prepare 60 questions for that pre-session. That pre-session call is usually 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the call session. 30 minutes to 1 hour, but it does not used to exceed that 1 hour because what are we talking about for 1 hour? If you are serious and your documents will find it eligible, there's nothing else. Maybe you want to ask about cost of living in a more precise manner. You want to ask about things that are more deep. 100%, then we can, take the consultation fees and we'll bring you on board. We'll talk. Immediately you decide if you like everything that you see, you want to continue further with us, that money will be immediately charged to your, back to your processing fee. So it's a good thing. It's a win-win for you. Nobody is losing. Nobody is doing anything. It's a win-win for you. Immediately you finish the call, Femike, we want to start. Or Femike, please tell the agent, the ONAIR family that we want to start. Or anybody that is on the call with you. If it's not Femike, if it's Tayo, or is somebody like Bukola, or is Emmanuel, or is Melody, or anybody that's on the call with you, I want to start. Tell the team we are ready. The team will immediately reach out to the lawyer to come up with a contract for you guys that will bind us together. And immediately the contract is signed, you accept every terms, and you're ready to work with us, so that we can take everything further and assist you. We will start the work immediately, and we will charge that money into your service charge. So it's not going to be like, so if the money is, for example, $5 million, for example, or it's $100 million, and your processing fee is $200 million, it means you've already paid $100 million out of your $200 million. So it's already a part of your fees. It's not an additional charge at all. Okay, but this is going to help us to cut down 70% of unserious people, because last year I was on call throughout my life. After school, call. Hey, I want to start the process, but I don't know if I should do this one, if I should do that one, if I should do, it's good. But this time around, we are going to check your document. Your document is eligible for what you say you want. You want to do, maybe you want to do the language program. This is eligible. Your age is okay. Now you pay for the consultation call. As you pay for your consultation call, you come on board. We have you on board. We'll speak to you. We'll tell you what to do next. We'll give you the contract. You sign the contract. Your work starts immediately. If you want to pay instrumentally, you can also talk about it in the consultation call so that we will give you a draft of how you can pay the money instrumentally. At the end of the day, people said I should scrap the installment payment that it used to bring in a lot of unserious people. But trust me, even Winner himself said it. He said he started with 30,000 naira. Today is here. I'm not going to, because Winner had 30,000 naira does not mean I should deprive him of what God said that our company or our agency should do for him. Okay, so that wouldn't be the reason why I will not say, "Yeah, go away. We don't want you here," or stuff like that. If it is even that amount that you have, I'm not going to say any amount specifically. Just make sure that you reach out first. You reach out to the consultation team. They will give you, this is the price of our consultation. If you can afford it, go for it. If you cannot afford it, no problem. But the thing is, the moment you jump off that call and you're ready to start with us, that money is immediately charged to your service charge. No loss, no problem to you. Okay? So that is for that. All right. So back to the meeting, guys. Guys, if you guys understand what I just said, please can you drop some reactions, please? Yeah, it shows that people actually understand. I think this is the best. I'm even so excited about it because I know that anybody that is reaching out to us now, anybody that is reaching out to our team is ready. So it's not going to be a thing of, I just want to call you so that our team can have time to assist those that are actually interested, those that have the zeal to start something, because that's the truth. So many people reach out to us every time and they are not even interested in the process. They just want to talk to us and hear what we have to say and they leave. So this time around, we will check your results, your documents. It is good. Your age is okay. Everything is fine. We can work with you. Yes. Are you ready to jump on a consultation call? Yes, I'm ready to jump on a consultation call. This is the charge. We pay. When you pay, immediately you are done, you leave smiling. We explain everything to you. Give us all your questions that you want to ask us. The moment you are done with your questions, we give you the contract that you sign. Immediately you sign your contract, we start our work immediately. There's no joke. 2026, nobody must be left hanging. If you heard everybody say Russia is the hot spot, rush if you want to rush. And if you want to sit down in Nigeria and act like, we don't kuku know. Since 2020 that you've been hearing about Russia, you're still thinking you don't know. It's all your choice. So nobody's going to force anybody here. So it's all your choice. All right, so the next thing is dependence. So the simple answer about Russia is that Russia does not offer dependent packages, but both of you can come individually, actually. Both of you can come individually. They've changed their rules on dependence. So you can come individually to Russia. What's going on? So the next one is proof of fund. As of today that I speak to you guys as the head of operations of ONAIR Travels, there is no proof of fund requirement. Is the Russian degree recognized everywhere? The answer is yes. I even have a video about this on YouTube. Also, the link is actually down in the comment. In the file I'm going to be sending to you guys. The team is going to be sending it to you guys, not me actually. So I've sent it to the team. They'll give it to you. So the answer is yes. I even have a video about this on YouTube. The link is in the free file you get after this meeting. So stay till the end, according to what I already said. So like every country, you would need to write a licensing exam. There are many of our clients and my friends and even seniors that are working in Nigeria, the UK, USA, Canada, and etc. Actually, one of these days, I'm going to bring somebody that actually studied in Russia. That's a very good one. I'm going to bring, anybody can remind us of this, that Femike, you said ONAIR team is going to bring somebody that actually has gotten a degree here and is working in Nigeria to come on board. So I'm going to try to, fix that person here so that the person can tell you that, look, you can still use your degree to work. I just want to show you guys, this year, we're going to be showing a lot of examples. People will be coming on our meetings to talk. That's it. Last year, nobody was talking. It was just like, people were now doubting us. I was like, hey, God of mercy, with the years of experience in this game, with all the testimonials online. But people don't really care about your testimonials. They want activity, okay? And we are here for that activity this year. Nobody's going to give up. Nobody's committing any suicide. Nobody's going to sit down in his room and blame anybody, blame the system. No, we're going to do it. So about the weather, Alex already gave us some nuggets. But the truth is, the cold is very bearable. You need to wear a jacket and also get dressed properly at all times. The snow can be slippery, but with nice boots, you are good to go. The cold here is overhyped, in my opinion, though. So the truth is, Russia is cold, but Canada is colder. That is our slogan here. But one thing about this code is that I want to make a video on YouTube. So I'm going to send that video to the ONAIR team because this year, everybody's working with the team, not with one person. Nobody's working with Femike personally here now. You are working with Bukola. You are working with, if you say you are working with ONAIR, you are working with about 20 people that will make your we are going to be so fast with our processing this year. No time to just put the whole label on one person. And with the introduction of our new laws, like our contracts, also our consultation, which is the pre-process eligibility calls, I think it will work so perfectly, because even we've implemented it a little and we saw that people were really interested. People were even actually asking us, how much is it? I told them I was going to tell them how much it is after this call. So it's not a big fee. It's just a fee to show that you are serious. When you pay the fee, you join the call. You will already check your document. We know that you are eligible. So it's not like after the call, they now told me I'm not eligible. That's a lie. If you're not eligible for our stuff, we're not going to actually take you. And eligibility, eligibility also matters. So at least eligible for what we want to do for you and what we see that you can do. So we will try to take your call, we'll see it. And even if you're not eligible, we will let you know that, look, this document we don't really think is cool. But if you still want to jump on the call to get more information on what we can, because when you are not eligible does not mean that you cannot apply for something. It just means that we don't really find you very, very cool for this process. But we can tell you the opportunities and offers that we can give to you. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Nobody's going to leave crying or feeling down. Nobody's going to ever live that way. So if we are getting 7,000 clients this year, we should know that these 7,000 people came through the pre-process consultation called eligibility. It will be recorded if you want it to be recorded, or you can also record it so that you have a understanding of the process that you can watch later, so that you can check it out later. You can understand your questions sometimes, as a proof of what is going on. So that call, I can be there, Tayo can be there, Bukola can be there, our onboarding manager can be there. I mean, that's Emmanuel, he can be there. So it can be anybody. Everybody can onboard you into the process, and our lawyer seals the contracts for you. So the food, this one is easy. There's a lot of African cuisine here, or is it cuisine or croissant? I don't know what that is. And that shouldn't be a problem. It's just that dodo is a problem, and I still have the problem till today. Dodo is still my problem, guys. I have a problem with plantain, because we have bananas here, not plantain. So we used to fry banana. So we fry our bananas and also learn how to cook. When I came here, I was spending money on junks, but when Sakpa came, I learned different cooking styles on YouTube. Nobody taught me that one. Also, transportation. I have a video on transportation already on my YouTube, but I will talk about it so you can screenshot it here. This is it. There are different ways. This is the bus amount, but this is actually a this is not for every city. This is just for my own city here in Yekaterinburg. But it's going to be more expensive in some cities, but it's not like expensive. So we have 42 rubles. You can check how much is 42 rubles in Naira. I don't even know how much that is, like very, very ridiculously cheap. So transportation in Russia is very cool because they have buses, they have metro, they have trolley, depending on the city. Some cities don't have metro. So they have trolley buses, they have taxis, and they have other things. So it's easy to move around in Russia. It's easy to move around in Russia. So this is our link to our Punch newspaper feature. We were featured on Punch newspaper. Let me open that for you guys to see. For those of you that actually are looking at it like, oh, bad gateway. Why? Let's see. Maybe because of VPN. Let's check Guardian newspaper. Don't know why it's not loading though. Let me try to reload it. Or do I need VPN for that or what? So. But anyways, these links are actually also available in that link that was sent to you guys. That will be sent to you guys. It is actually available there, so you can check it by yourself after. I don't know why it's not loading here for me. We have 3 of them. We have Punch, we have Guardian, we have Vanguard. We also have Business Africa. We have about 5 of them like that. And they talk good about us, our programs, what we do, and how we've been able to help thousands of students to come to Russia, our agency, our team. So you can check us out there for credibility. That's the truth. So, guys, before I round up, let me quickly talk about this thing quickly. So my advice to everyone, number 1, learn a vital skills while before coming to Russia. So learn a vital skills before coming to Russia, okay? Learn a vital skills before coming to Russia. And sorry guys, stop sharing. So learn a vital skills before coming to Russia. And so learn a vital skills before coming to Russia. Many people underestimate the power of having a skill. Actually, whether it is offline or online skills, it's very important to do what? To learn a skills, okay? So here you can sell food, you can cut hair, you can do nails, you can help people do their makeups, you can teach people how to dance, you can learn how to massage people, you can learn how to take nice photos, you can, if you have a good playlist, you can even become a DJ for events, you can amend and sew clothes. It depends. You can do a lot of things before coming. But the truth is, guys, I know many people here that are surviving on their skills alone. Like Revs even spoke about, he said there is a very active job market in Russia. And skill market, he is a dancer, for example. That is what is paying his bills as a dancer. So many of you may not even think it is a big deal because you might be thinking dancing is for Pokoli and all of that. Well, maybe you think of that in Nigeria, but in Russia, it's a different ball game. If you can cook, it's good. You can sell food. If you can barb, you can be cutting people's hair. This is something you can still align with the job that you are doing to still make more, more funds for yourself. You can do nails. You can help people do their makeup. You can teach people how to dance. You can learn how to massage people. You can learn how to take nice photos. You can become a DJ if you have a good playlist. Maybe you know how to make people dance and all of that. My barber that barbs my hair, he actually is a DJ. They call him DJ Sugar. He's a barber, he's a DJ, and he still works in a warehouse. 3 jobs. So are you telling me that he has an apartment? So are you telling me that guy is going to be broke? He's paying his school fees. He's doing well for himself. That is why he's still in Russia. All those people that are telling you, if you come to Russia, it's not like a US, it's not like this one. Ask them, why are you not coming back home? Why are you in that Russia? If it was like that, the way you guys are talking about it, okay? So I can keep going. Also, there are many online skills. So we have digital marketing, we have video editing, we have copywriting, we have proofreading, we have data analysis, we have freelance writing. You can even use AI for your freelance writing. Like a lot of things. There's UI, UX designs, there's copywriting online, there's video editing. If you are good at these things, you can do them. I can keep going, but there are thousands of them. So also you can search for jobs on applications like hh.ru, superjobs.ru, and many more. So while you start your process, while waiting, you can be learning something valuable for yourself. So when you start your process, as you are waiting, you are learning something valuable. So one thing I used to say is that, number one, positivity is key, and your experience will be different from others. Be very positive. Your experience might be different, or will definitely be even different from other people. Number two, don't let anyone discourage you. Ask them, why are they not coming back to Nigeria? Number three, don't feel entitled to anything. No be our papa or our mama gets Russia. Don't be entitled to anything. Number four, there is no time frame to anything. I have seen people come in and they get jobs the next day. And I've seen some that they just need to search longer. Look at Alex, for example. He said he searched for a job. He didn't have anything he was doing for 4 months. And now look at him today. He's doing really well. I even tell you guys that I admire him. And there are some people here, they will come the next day, they're already getting something. And when I'm telling you job is not, so many people think job is just something that you are just doing. Job, like when I'm talking about, I mean something very valuable that you can do. Because of course, you will see menial jobs, you will see cleaning, you will see KFC, you will see washing plates, you will see this one, you see that one, at least menial job. Of course, you see those ones. But when you're talking about something that is very, very like, for example, now, Alex is a tech bro. So he was looking for tech jobs and it took him 4 months to get a proper tech job that he could do online. The truth is, you will always see something to do. You will always get something to do in Russia. You will always get something to do. So if one city does not favor you, immediately you are done with your language program, you can transfer to another city. I've seen someone that was in Moscow for 4 years and he was not really making end meet. Later, he moved to another city, which is Perm. The name of the city is Perm. And he told me that was the best decision of his life. He got a good job. He got a beautiful wife. He has kids and he's doing very well. And this is somebody that left from Moscow. Everybody think Moscow is only where you can make it. He left from Moscow to Perm and he's making it in Perm. Everybody's story is different. Please don't be deceived. Okay? So no one is promising you Elon Musk or Bill Gates status that, oh, even me, I'm not a billionaire, guys, but I'm not lacking. I'm able to pay my school fees. I'm living comfortably and I'm contented with what I have. So don't be deceived. I'm not saying you cannot dream. But if that was easy like that, everyone would be a billionaire. Number two, you can't compare the job market here to the one in Nigeria or other part of Africa. It is, of course, very active and there are different opportunities here every day. So, and the truth is, some people are lazy, but they don't know it. Please don't be lazy. When you come here, don't sit down at home. Go and look for the jobs. Don't think that the job will come. Another thing is that you can also create jobs for yourself. Only you can make yourself successful. You can be cleaning people's shoes. You can be running errands. You can be doing assignments for people. You can even be a model. I have a video on modeling on my YouTube. I was a model myself, making ends meet through modeling before, I finally started to get better offers that were actually making me comfortable. The truth is that people think they will get comfortable immediately. You can be making 10 million naira and you are not still comfortable immediately. It takes time. And for you to make that 10 million naira, do you think it's just that easy? Of course, you have to compound, build business, come up. But the truth is that the opportunities are available compared to Nigeria or Africa. So you can be buying cheap things on Chinese apps and reselling it on our platforms. I did these things. I will buy shoes in Chinese applications. I'll bring it to Russia here. I'll sell it for better prices. This is a job that I created for myself. I am not expecting anybody to come and sit me up and say, bro, okay, this job that you're paying, that is paying you, is paying for just your school fees and your accommodation. Okay, what about your feeding? So I have a friend that does this also, which is helping people land remote jobs. He used to help people land remote jobs. I have a friend that does it and he gets a percentage. So when you get the job online, he will take a percentage. At least maybe I think on the first month, he will take 30%. So all these don't require anyone to employ you. You can do it. If you are somebody that is good at getting remote jobs, you can go to this. The websites are available. Remotejobs.com. Go and check, or superjobs.ru or hh.ru. Check them. You see how to do the job. You can even be telling people about it and you can be collecting money for it. It's a normal thing. Nobody is going to charge you for anything. All this does not require anybody to employ you. No regulation, no taxes, and the capital to start is very low. You need your phone, or you need if you are washing shoe, you need to be brush. You need to get a brush. So that's why I said learn the language in a minimal way and you will make decent money, okay? And the environment here is very favorable. You cannot compare it to Nigeria. Stable electricity, there's internet, it is easy to rent materials. You can even get things on loan and you can pay on your convenience. So, for example, if you're somebody that is into videography and you want to rent like video stuffs, you can rent it. If you're somebody that maybe you need for photography, you can rent cameras. If you are you can easily, this thing, there's electricity, stable, there's internet, there's no down NEPA, there's no this. So the opportunities are there. So the truth is that many of you are talented, but the environmental limitations came through. The only way to bring these skills to life is to change your environment. Go to somewhere that actually those skills that you have are appreciated. Go to somewhere you are needed in their job market. So in the end, it's your choice to decide whether it's Russia or it's not Russia, okay? So number one, Russia offers you an easy path to residence permits. Russia is one of the fastest places to get your temporary and permanent residence. And if you know better, you know that residence permit is very important. It helps you to live conveniently in a country. Many countries are known for how hard it is to get their residence permit, but it's very different in Russia. It is easy here, and I myself have a residence permit. For those that will end up applying to study here and want to immediately get their residence permit, I will send the agency to contacts and that will help you with all the information that you need. If you are going to be applying, our team can assist you with sending somebody's contact that will guide you. It's not like we are the one that will apply for your residence permit for you. No, we will give you a person that can assist you if you are interested. And if you are, that is if you are in Yekaterinburg. If you are in Moscow, we can also look based on our research. Or we can tell you, this is just go and meet this person. Because it's not a process that is difficult. You can go and do it by yourself. You need there's even a video about it. I can direct you to those resources. You check them out and you're able to do these things on your own, okay? So basically, guys, what are important things that I want you guys to note? Number one, attend classes. That's why you are here. That is the reason you are here. Please attend these classes. Some of you guys will come, you will not attend the classes. Please attend the classes. This is the thing that is giving you the visa that you have. As deep as my work is, none of you have heard me ever say that, hey, I did not go to classes in my first year or this. I was always attending my classes. I attend my classes every day. I don't miss them once. That is why sometimes some people will call me or call even my staffs call sometimes. The staffs of ONAIR team, they call us. They say, bro, where are you? I'm like, bro, I'm in class, please. Can you give me some time to finish? Because that is why I'm here. That is what is giving me the visa that I am on. When I'm done with my school, okay, fine. I can now stay on my residence permit easily and cool. Number two, you can do it yourself. If you can't, that is where our team comes in. If you want to do it by yourself, you can go ahead. If you know that you want to use us, no problem. Number three, every information, changes, correction brought during the process is by the Russian government, not us. We don't facilitate anything. We only stand as the bridge between you and your respective institution. We help you to make everything easier and faster as much as we can. Our agency ONAIR is like an errand agency. We bring the info from the school to you. Everything is their decision. We are just going to try all our possible best. That is our job. We are like an errand agency. If you want something, you want your admission, we will go around trying to help you to secure it. But anything that the school decides is what it is. If the school say they want you to go and legalize, you go and legalize. If the school say they want you to pay this amount, you pay this amount, because you are paying our agency to assist you to reach directly to the school. Even if the school said at a point they don't want us to continue for you anymore, like they want you to be the one that will reach out to them, you will reach out to them because that is their wish. We are not affiliated to the schools in any way. We are not bearing any flags of affiliation or anything. No, we are just a support agency. We are not affiliated to anybody. If we are going to be affiliated to them in the future, maybe cool. But that is not the major thing. It does not mean that we have to be affiliated to still run admissions through them. So also, I want you guys to know that there's a very detailed video you need to watch immediately after your process. So this is going to be the video. So make sure that you watch this video. If you are going to be watching this video on YouTube, watch it till the end because it will help you a lot. Watch this video. I think this video I've given a lot of examples, a lot of nuggets, a lot of understanding that a lot of knowledge that even a baby's understanding will be able to grab. So recently, somebody called us the God of Russia admission. We are not God. We don't know everything. We are still learning, and we are just somebody. I'm just me personally. I'm a citizen of Nigeria that was opportuned to move here to study and change my environment and life around. So please understand that we can only help you according to what our capacity can let us. So help us, God. Amen. And for those that are still talking about the war in 2026, if you're still talking about the war in 2026, I don't even know what to say. So, to be honest, there are a lot of videos on the war if you want to talk about the war. But the truth is that if this is like that, why are people still trying to jackpot to Russia in 2026? And a lot of people say, go to the embassy. If you want to make an experiment, go to Abuja, to the Russian embassy, and go and see a lot of people that are there trying to get access. So I don't even know what to say. And also the thing is that the best time to apply is now. The rules keep changing, so it's better to do what? To quickly do what you want to do. So that is basically it, guys. So basically, summary of what I said is mostly around the fact that our agency can assist you based on our capacities. Our agency can assist you based on the way you also assist us. And we are introducing a consultation, which is the process eligibility session, which is going to be a 30 minutes to 1 hour call. So it doesn't have to be up to those hours or 1 hour or even 30 minutes. If we are done with you in 20 minutes, we are done. If you have answered all your questions in that amount of time. But what we do is we will target the call to just you. So there's no need to be. There was a guy that was telling me last January, he was crying on the phone call that day when he called me. He said, "Look, Femike, you actually are one of the reasons why I'm not in Russia today." And I was like, "Bro, what's going on?" He was like, "Bro, look." Then he was trying to reach out to me, but we didn't give him time. And it's not because we didn't give him time, it's because there was no time. Because some people that were not even interested as him were reaching out. If we come to the clarity session, he wants to ask questions, he cannot answer. He cannot ask because 20 other people have raised their hands, and he's number 20. So I don't want admission to be a game where it's the survival of the fittest. No, I want it to be something that, of course, we cannot help everybody, but the most eligible ones that we know that, yes, they have everything ready should be assisted. And I used to tell people that Russia is not for the most perfect people. It is not for the smartest people. It is not for the best people. If it was for them, we would not be here. Russia is for those people that are what? That are ready to do what? To push something, to start something for themselves, that are ready to do what? To believe in the process, that are ready to do what? To take their JAPA mission seriously in this year or beyond. That is what Russia, or that is who Russia is tending to. We don't know when Russia is going to stop all of this. They are taking students. We don't know what it's going to be like in the future. But right now, I can tell you that Russia is actively taking, guys. And that is how it is going to be for a while. So, guys, back to what I said. So the links to the video is actually going to be sent to, based on the people that are on this call. There's a video, there's a recording already done. So the link is going to be sent to what's the name? It has already been sent to the team's assistant head of operations. So anybody that wants it should reach out to Bukola. The link just show that you are in the meeting till the end. Show a screenshot that you are in the meeting to the end, and or show a screenshot that you are in the meeting, that you joined us in this meeting. If you are for those people that are watching us on YouTube for the first time, or they are just getting this video, you can also show a screenshot of the video so that you were there, that you watched it on YouTube, and send it to Bukola, and she would help you to. We're going to put a number, even if on the YouTube, we're going to put it in this description. And right now, I'm going to see if Bukola, can you drop your contacts so that people can have it? Can you drop your contacts so that people can have it, Bukola? I think, let me just allow you on mute. Can you just call your number so that everybody writes it down?
All right.
So call the agency's number that they can reach you on, because, of course, not your personal number, the agency's number, so that they reach out to you there, so everybody can have access to their messages.
Okay. 070 3437 3555. I'll just drop it on the messages.
Okay, drop it in the
on
channel, and
the
also the messages.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't have access to the messages, so say it again. 070
3437
3437
3555.
3555. 070 3437 3555, right?
Yes.
Good, no problem. So I think that will be it for that. I think you can also drop it as a message to everybody. Just target it to everyone. Have you done that?
I'm on it.
All right. So that everybody have the official number of on here, so that anybody that wants to reach out, they will reach out to us without any hassle. These numbers are numbers that everybody, 070 3437 3555, everybody have access to these numbers. I have access to the number. Our customer support has access to the number. Our partners have access to the number. So everybody can reach out to that number and ask valuable questions. If you want to book the consultation calls, if you want the links, reach out to this number, and she's going to assist you as much as possible. She's our assistant head of operations, soon to be head of operations, because guys, in 2026, this year I'm graduating, and I might be leaving on here to other better things, but we already have a better structure on ground, and on here can always function without Femi K. But for now, as I am here, I want to do all of my best to make sure that you are in Russia, which is your goal, right? Change people's life around. So thank you so much for joining our calls. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this call. We appreciate you, Lord. Thank you for this call. We pray that, Lord, you give people the finances to be able to take on this process. And we pray that, Lord, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to grasp this, Father, you give it to them. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name, I've prayed. Amen. Thank you guys for joining us. Can you guys drop some reactions, please? If you have some questions, if you have some things that you are not clear about, we've dropped the number of the official, which is our official number. You can always reach out to this number and give us your one or two. And I promised the visa guys that I was going to give them the nuggets and all of that. But the visa guys, that's Akola Wale, Dean, and Kester. I already created a group. I've told very soon what's the name? The person in charge of all these bookings will be in the group. She will join the group, and also the other guy will join the group. So they are part of our team. They're going to reach out to you guys and assist you guys with whatever you guys want to do. So at this phase, after people get their visa, is already based on the school. You have to reach out to your school to assist you. But anyway, we can still try and assist you. We'll give our best. Though we don't promise anything, but we know that God will always help us out. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Thanks to everybody that came to speak. Audrey, thank you. Alex Ferguson, thank you. Revs, thank you. Winner, thank you. Prince Okafor, thank you. Some other people that I called on board, but I didn't mention their names. I'm sorry if I forgot. Thank you. So let's start the process immediately. Also, I see Adebayo Israel. Adebayo Israel, you have been reaching out to me for a while now, Mr. Adebayo. So, Mr. Adebayo, just please, you can reach out to the number to book a consultation call so that we start with you immediately. I don't want to be the reason why you are not in Russia. I see Samuel Agumbiadi. Samuel Agumbiadi, if I'm right, you are part of the people that are waiting for Yekaterinburg to drop the invitation letter. By God's grace, I've spoken to the team there also. They said they are working on it. So very soon it's going to be ready. So that's it. Mr. John or Dejide, you say you'll be reaching out. No problem, Mr. John. Reach out to that number that we just sent now. Tell her that everything that you need, she's going to assist you as much as possible. That's our team number now. I don't work alone, I work with a team. So anything that you need, they'll reach out to me. We're going to work on everything together. And if it is something that I need to do by myself, they'll let me know, and we're going to do it. I'm going to be focusing on a lot of other things, like going to different schools, posting the documents so that the efficiency is there, okay? So thank you very much, guys, for joining us. God bless you guys. And as we always say, paka, guys. Das Vidania, guys. What does paka mean? It means bye-bye, guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys in Russia very soon. God bless you all. Bye-bye, guys.